for the start of the Burger King pregame show. Enjoy the voice of the Riverdragons, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome in the Columbus Civic Center, everybody. The Riverdragons back home after a long trip up to Watertown, where they picked up a weekend sweep over the Wolves and are now on a 4-game winning streak. They'll look to keep that hot momentum going against the Danville Dashers team that is also red hot right along with them at a 6-game winning streak. We've got a lot to get to in the Burger King pregame show, so let's not waste any time. Let's take a break. When we come back, Cody Karpinski on Inside the Lair on the Columbus Riverdragons radio.
Hey, this is MJ Graham with the Columbus Riverdragons. When we score at home, you score at Burger King. 3 goals in a home game for us is good for a small frozen Coke for you. 4 goals gets you a small fry, and 5 goals gets you a Whopper Jr. Just bring your tickets from our high-scoring game to your local Burger King on Monday or Tuesday after the game. Tax applies on all promotion items. Promotional offers do not combine. So remember, fans, get loud and save those tickets when we score at home. Have it your way on the Riverdragons at Burger King.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the Riverdragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Looking to show your Riverdragons pride? Show it off loud and proud with some awesome merch from the Riverdragons team store. Open every game day at the Columbus Civic Center or available 9 to 5 at the Riverdragons offices at 400 4th Street in Columbus. Everything from t-shirts and pullovers to hats and cowbells, with new merchandise coming in all the time. Can't get to a game or to the office? No problem. Ordering also available at rdragons.com/merchandise 24/7.
Welcome back to the Burger King pregame show. It's time for Inside the Lair. Today our guest, one of our netminders, number 33, Cody Karpinski. Cody, thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, Zach.
Cody, you're getting the start tonight, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But looking back at last weekend, your former home barn in Watertown, you won Commissioner's Cup there, and you pull out a 7-0 shutout win. How'd that feel to get that one under your belt?
Felt pretty good. You know, a shutout's never a goalie thing. It's a team thing. And, you know, the guys had my back every chance. And so that felt great. And then to get the second game in our first sweep of the year, that really all that matters. So
when we look back over that weekend, we remember that we were up 5-0 on Friday, ended up winning that game 7-3. And so you knew Watertown would come and really put out a hard stretch in that Saturday game to start. 22 shots in the first period.
That they were getting looks, but not necessarily great ones. You know, my D and forwards were keeping them mostly to the outside, which, you know, I'll play. I felt like they really didn't have any to get out of there alive.
Some of the fans want to know too, how far in advance did you know you were getting that start? Because when we were presented the score sheet, we saw Rutledge's name and then crossed out for your name, and we were wondering, was it a mistake?
A bit higher in the standings. You know, another good team like guys like Hein can put the puck in the net. And I think they've been kind of trending upwards as well. You know, again, on my end, just try to keep it simple, handle my job, and control what I can control. You know, other than that, just try not to overthink it. You know, just go out there and play hockey. So.
When you look at the current state of the league, and you've seen that the Riverdragons have put up 2 shutouts in their last, well, in an 8-day stretch, really, when you look at it between you and Rutledge. I mean, you two seem to be one of the most fiercest, not the fiercest, goaltending tandem in the league. And yet over there, Jesse Gordichuk and Harley White, they're also putting up pretty good numbers. So this might be a very defensive series. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think Danville is probably a little bit more defensively responsible teams in the league, and we're all doing it as well to kind of make sure that we're defensively responsible as well, and not, giving teams crazy odd man breaks or, breakaways or, whatever have you. I don't mind a goalie battle. Like, I'll play through that. And besides, I like to see, 2-1 games anyways as a goalie. So that's fine with me.
Yeah, most goalies do. That 11-9 one we had a couple of weeks ago was just nuts. I think goalies everywhere were cringing at that one. As a netminder, obviously your preparation, your routine is very important. What do you think is the most important part of your routine, or what do you think gives you the most results in getting you ready for the game?
Probably hydration. Like I have to drink a ton of water. Pedialyte, BioSteel, stuff like that. That and just making sure your mind's right, not overthinking everything. I like to kind of do, if I think of something, I just do it right away. Kind of don't hesitate, and I think that helps get me in more of a better mood and better mode. Get me more mentally prepared for the game. Just go ahead, do it, think about it later, and so that way you're not second guessing anything in the game.
All right, last one for you. What do we have to do tonight, in your eyes, to come away with the 3 points and start this weekend on the right foot?
As long as we keep, the trend of what we've had the last couple of games going. Again, just defensively responsible. Take care of both ends of the ice in the neutral zone. And if we do that, I think we'll give ourselves a really good chance to win. If not, control the whole entire weekend. So.
All right, thanks for your time, Cody. Good luck out there.
Thank you, Zach.
Cody Karpinski, number 33 on Inside the Lair. Stick around. More Burger King pregame show coming up after this on the.
At Georgia Power, we believe our lake should be filled with water, not trash. That a healthy honeybee population will pollinate a healthier environment. That building homes is just as important as powering them. That's why we believe what we do off the grid is just as important as the clean, safe, reliable, affordable energy we provide on it. And that's a different kind of energy. Visit georgiapower.com/community.
Five Star Painting is a proud sponsor of Columbus River Dragon hockey. Like you, we're thrilled to have hockey back in Columbus. During a game, the walls inside the rink take a beating. Over time, the walls in your home may look a little rough too. Kids, pets, dust, and dirt, they can all take a toll of your paint. Five Star Painting can add new life and added value to your home. Our 32-step process and attention to detail are what sets us apart from the rest. Call us today for a free estimate. 706-405-4453.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code, Lesson 42. This is how you say happy hour. It's happy hour. Let's go get some Bud Lights. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Missed the game last weekend? No problem. Catch all the highlights and analysis on all things River Dragons with the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show on WLTZ NBC 38, Thursday afternoons 5 to 5:30. Or catch segment replays on our official YouTube page. Just search Columbus River Dragons and stay up to date with all the content the River Dragons have to offer. Remember, the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show is Thursdays 5 to 5:30 on NBC 38 TV.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and the Danville Dashers getting ready to start up a two-game weekend set here at the Civic Center in the Deep South. Zach Bozart, the voice of the River Dragons. Happy you're joining us in as part of your Friday night festivities. Got a full 10 games in full 10 team action in the Fed. We'll talk about all those games around FPHL throughout the night, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast. And as always, your games are heard at home on the Columbus River Dragons YouTube page and on the radio home of River Dragons Hockey, 92.1 FM, 1420 AM. That's WRCG and the fine folks at PMP Broadcasting that make us the home on their family of stations. Well, looking ahead to tonight's game, a 4-game winning streak for Columbus, a 6-game winning streak for Danville. And for the River Dragons, not much is going to change from what made them so successful in Watertown. You might have noticed on the transactions page when Dylan Farmer had left the team for personal reasons. We wish him all the best in the things that are going on in his life. However, fans might remember that Dylan Farmer was actually the scratch on both of those games in Watertown. So while we will miss Farmer, you can say that nothing is going to change in terms of the lineup. Farmer didn't play And also, you've got Nick Wright still suspended. He'll be suspended for these 2 games and will be re-eligible to join the team on the last day of the month when we start up a 2-game set in Elmira. That, of course, is leading up to that big game heading up on Sunday. We play Friday, Saturday, try and make our way down Sunday in time to catch kickoff for that one. San Fran and Kansas City, going to be fun. Give you the starting lineup a little bit later on in today's show, but again, after that for Columbus, nothing new really to report there. For the Danville Dashers, this will be their second game of what will be a long weekend, let's call it. They played Wednesday night in Port Huron, got a 3-2 win on the back of a Fred Hine hat trick. So, Fred Hine, 25 goals on the year. He's certainly an X-factor for Danville, and we'll see how Columbus will go about shutting him and the rest of the Dashers offense down as they try and keep their hot streak going on offense. Every game since New Year's Eve, they've scored at least 4 goals. It's a running total of 8+. And we'll see if they can hit that here tonight. If they do, that's a free small fry from Burger King. Just bring your game ticket. Tax still applicable on that offer. 5 goals, free Whopper Jr., and 3 goals is a free small frozen Coke. Offers do not combine. And again, tax not applicable at your local Columbus area Burger King. Let's take a break. When we come back, we have a look around the FPHL on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Hey, this is MJ Graham with the Columbus River Dragons. When we score at home and you score at Burger King, 3 goals in a home game for us is good for a small frozen Coke for you. 4 goals gets you a small fry, and 5 goals gets you a Whopper Jr. Just bring your ticket from our high-scoring game to your local Burger King on Monday or Tuesday after the game. Tax applies on all promotion items. Promotional offers do not combine. So remember, fans, get loud and get those tickets when we score at home. Have it your way on the River Dragons at Burger King.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen, and Michael Jacobs practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Tired of that same old company outing? How about sprucing it up with your Columbus River Dragons? Or want to make your child's next birthday a truly memorable one? Bring your group to a Columbus River Dragons game. Groups of 15 or more receive bulk pricing starting at just $12 a person with packages that will keep you and your whole group happy and entertained. For information on getting your business, organization, or party to our games, give the River Dragons a call at 706-507-4625 or get details at ourdragons.com.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Danville Dashers getting themselves ready to start up this first of a 2-game set Friday and Saturday here at the Civic Center. Tonight is Education Night, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. First 1,500 students through the door received a free ruler. There was a special ticket offer for valid student ID, 4 for 28 deal. And we've also got the Kinetic Credit Union folks in the building. They'll be doing a ceremonial puck drop. You've also got a table. If you're listening here in the arena, check out their table on the East Concourse. You can enter a chance to win a signed souvenir stick from the River Dragons team. Again, all of that courtesy of Kinetic Credit Union, who are bringing you Education Night tonight. All right, as we look ahead to tonight's game, we're still waiting on the starting lineups, so let's call a little bit of an audible. And let's take a look at the Around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Obviously, as we mentioned, your Columbus River Dragons, the Danville Dashers, they start up at 7:35. A couple of games starting up early. Elmira just dropped the puck, even though it listed as a 7:05 puck drop. That was a little odd there. Elmira is hosting Port Huron for 2 this weekend. Also a 7:05 puck drop in the Thunderdome. Watertown Wolves at the Delaware Thunder. Danville Dashers at Columbus River Dragons, 7:35, as we mentioned. The Menor Icebreakers, they're at the defending Commissioners Cup champs Carolina Thunderbirds. And an interesting news and notes Yuri Peshnuka, we already mentioned, former River Dragon, also former Thunderbird, now playing for Menor. Frankie McClendon was just traded to Menor earlier this week. So that's about pretty much third-string goaltender the way you looked at the Carolina roster. He's now playing for Menor, and their first games are in Carolina. Should be a very, very interesting night for Frankie McClendon tonight. And then at 8 o'clock East, puck drop will be Battle Creek at Danbury. So that's all 10 teams in action tonight and around the FPHL. Brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Taking a look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard, we got the SPHL going on right now, a barn burner already in Fayetteville. Not even halfway through the first period. It's 2-2 between the Evansville Thunderbolts and the Fayetteville Marksmen. Then all other SPHL games start up in the Central Time Zone. 8 o'clock East, 7 o'clock Central, Roanoke at Huntsville. 8:10, 7:10 Central, Knoxville at Quad City. 8:15, 7:15 Central, Macon at Peoria. And 8:35, 7:35 Central, Birmingham at Pensacola. The ECHL level, they are off because it's the All-Star Weekend. Same with the NHL. They're on the All-Star Weekend as well. And we'll tell you about the NHL All-Stars in a little bit, but want to give a shout-out on the ECHL All-Star side. You might have seen a viral video going around from the Atlanta Gladiators' Tommy Marchin. Marchin knocked out the accuracy contest. I mean, just flattened it. 4 shots, hit the targets on 5 attempts. And he did it in about 2.5. I think the clock got started late, but it's around 3 seconds. It was just an incredible bit of marksmanship for the Atlanta Gladiators' own Tommy Marchin. So check out that video, if you will, as the ECHL All-Star proceedings are currently going on. And, of course, the NHL's also an All-Star Weekend. That's the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take a break. When we come back, we have the starting lineups for tonight's game, as well as your Leaf Guard goaltending matchup on the Columbus River Dragons radio.
Hey, y'all. Ever wonder what it's like to eat like a real New Yorker? Stop in for carved New York strip steak and butterfly shrimp at Golden Corral. Get all you want of our juicy hand-carved New York strip steak and crispy jumbo butterfly shrimp. So good, you won't be able to forget about it. Carved New York strip and jumbo shrimp. Available at dinner every weekend for a limited time. Only at Golden Corral. The only one for everyone.
Carved New York strip and butterfly shrimp available Friday and Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m.
Hey guys, this is Taylor from Whisperwood Apartments. We are kicking off the new year with unbeatable specials on our 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Come see us today to lease your new apartment home. Our residents have access to 6 swimming pools, 5 tennis courts, a sanded volleyball court, and an amazing 24-hour fitness center. There is no better place to live than Whisperwood. Don't miss out on your chance to lease today. We offer a great location in North Columbus at 6029 Flat Rock Road. May dream of being on vacation every day, but at Whisperwood you can live like you're on vacation every day. Smart move, smart life.
Say hello to your friend in wireless, a friend with awesome plans. Smile, you're on Cricket. Say hello to your friend in wireless, a friend who gives you a free Samsung J2 Pure when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket. Ends November 21st. Must port in and activate new line on minimum $55 a month voice plan. First month service charge and tax due at sale. Activation fee $25. Additional fees, usage, and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details. Stay up to date on all things River Dragons with the Swamp Box Distilling Co. Coaches Show only on 92.1 FM and 1420 AM WRCG. Game recaps, coach and player interviews, and much more are waiting every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Don't forget to follow the River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when we're taking the show on the road to an establishment near you. That's the Swamp Box Distilling Co. Coaches Show every Tuesday, 6 to 7 on WRCG.
We'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons and Danville Dashers, about 8 minutes or so away from dropping the puck. Until then, you're on the Burger King pregame show. I'm Zach DeBozar. Starting lineups for tonight's game, as well as the Leaf Guard goaltending matchup. Tonight in net, we will see number 33, Cody Karpinski. As we've already mentioned, it's not really a spoiler if you're with us from the beginning of the show. Cody Karpinski was our Inside the Lair pregame show guest, so we're going to put a slight pause on our 4-game goal streak for Inside the Lair unless Cody Karpinski pulls off the first goalie goal in FPHL history. Boy, wouldn't that be something. And Karpinski will go up against number 31, Jesse Gordachuk for the Danville Dashers. The Penticton, British Columbia native has a 12-1-1-8 record. It's a 13-8-1 record traditionally, but one of those wins is in overtime. 928 save percentage, 266 goals against. Karpinski, fresh off that shutout, has raised his numbers something nice. He's a 1-1-0-1, or really a 2-1 record if you look at it, but the one win in overtime. 898 save percentage and a 424 goals against. The defense in front of Cody Karpinski will be number 15, Wyatt Trumbley, number 7, David Aslan, or David Asline as we call him. We're working on his name. It's Aslan. It's a very French name. We apologize, folks. We're working on it. He's still new to the team. The forward line for the River Dragons will be number 12, Yanni Lirakos, number 10, Ivan Bondarenko, and number 20, Anton Lennartson. Over for Danville, their starting five. The defense in front of Gordachuk, number 65, Troy Murray, and number 2, Ben Bukal. The forwards, number 8, Mitch Atkins in the middle, with number 91, Jesse Nair, and number 10, Tyler Quintos on the wings. So that's your starting lineups and your Leaf Guard goaltending matchup tonight. Leaf Guard, they protect gutters like goaltenders protect nets. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we still continue to break down the numbers and get ourselves ready for puck drop. The Aflac first period is just minutes away on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Kate.
And we're not just literal taste buds. We're best buds. And we love Pepsi.
Sure, we live inside your mouth.
But that doesn't mean we don't enjoy the finer things.
Pepsi incoming!
Amazing.
That's what I was thinking.
It's like we share the same mouth, Kate.
Forever and ever, Nate.
Make your taste buds happy and pick up a delicious, refreshing Pepsi.
2020 is here, and it's clear that this is the year for a new John Deere. It's time to do more. More cutting, more planting, more hauling. Think SunSouth. More pulling, grading, and lifting. Think SunSouth. More digging and clearing. You got it. Think SunSouth. Right now, you can drive a new John Deere 3025 tractor package, include tractor, loader, box blade, 5-foot rotary cutter, and a 7x20 trailer, all for as low as $285 a month. Or save up to $4,300 off a John Deere 1025R with loader. 2020, new year, new Deere, and SunSouth is the clear choice for the most dependable, most affordable equipment made. Clearly better, clearly affordable, John Deere and SunSouth, helping you do more and save more with the best prices on the best equipment. Visit your neighbors at SunSouth or shop online at sunsouth.com.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2020.
Wiping out on the ice too much? Maybe it's time to get those skates sharpened. And what better place to do it than at the Dragon's Den Pro Shop in the Columbus Ice Rink. Friendly staff are waiting to assist you with your ice skating needs, whether it's hockey, figure skating, or public skating. Not a skater? That's okay. Swing on by and check out some of the River Dragon souvenirs stocked in our store. 400 4th Street, next to the Civic Center.
I've been transformed, never going back, better than before, time to relax.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, starting lineups being announced here in the arena. So let's see them for you one more time on the Columbus River Dragons radio network before we get to puck drop. Your Leaf Guard goaltending match tonight. Jesse Gordachuk going against Cody Karpinski, Chicago, Illinois native for Karpinski, Penticton, British Columbia native for Gordachuk. Troy Murray, Ben Bukal on defense, Mitch Atkins, Jesse Nair, and Tyler Quintos, the forwards. For the River Dragons, David Osling and Wyatt Trumbley, the defense. Ivan Bondarenko, Yanni Lirakos, and Anton Lennartson are the forwards. With that, let's take a break. The Burger King pregame show is done. When we come back, call of the Aflac first period next on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
You've been listening to the Burger King pregame show on WRCG. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons broadcast network.
Do you own a home that needs exterior tune-up? Window World is proud to take integrity to a new level with the best price, product, and warranty guaranteed on windows, siding, doors, and more with professional installation. If you want the highest quality product at the lowest price, backed by a lifetime warranty, call or click Window World for your free, no-obligation in-home estimate today. Window World, simply the best for less. Call, click, or visit Window World today.
To tell you about the crisp taste of Bud Light, we've invented a new messaging system using the sounds of an ice-cold Bud Light. It's called Crisp Code. Lesson 1. Hello. My name is John. It's hot outside. Pass me a Bud Light. Thank you. That's it for today. Go get a Bud Light and start sending your own encrysped messages. It's really fun.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light, crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Nick Saban knows a thing or two about quality programs. That's why the legendary head coach is teaming up with a legendary duck to help you get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac agents and associates are right in your neighborhood waiting to help you get the supplemental insurance plan that's right for you. Aflac gets you money directly for bills and out-of-pocket costs. Peace of mind doesn't have to break the bank. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Aflac today at 800-992-3522.
Your vision, our drive. That's our motto at Express Printing, providing printing and copy services for big businesses and small families. We bring big ideas to the world of graphic design and printing. Visit us at 1520 13th Avenue in Columbus or call 706-323-5639. We can also be found online at the letter X, pressprintinganddesign.com. Express Printing, if you can imagine it, we can do it.
It's time for River Dragons hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Houston Clinic, Aflac, Burger King, B&B Beverage Company, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Victoryland Casino, Candlewood Suites, WLTZ NBC 38, Interstate National Truck and Trailer, CDC Cypress Partners, Vaporville, Buffalo Rock, Pepsi Cola, Golden Corral, Broadway and Associates, and B&B Broadcasting. Now, let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Zach DeBozart.
River Dragons and Dashers getting ready to start tonight's game. River Dragons in their third jerseys, the teal with Sash Columbus and black secondaries going left to right. Danville, traditional road whites, black pants, orange secondary going right to left. Karpinski versus Gordichuk in their respective nets. Liarakos, the Atkins on the draw, and we are underway here at the Civic Center. Quintos on the near side boards, going to poke this one ahead. Trumbley knocks it away at his own blue line. Lennartson trying to move this one into the zone. He pops back after a battle between the two through the air. Now far side circle collected by Danville. We'll go near side circle over for Quintos. Stick check by Liarakos. Found it, trying to go through a man. Leaked out to the slot and collected by Bukal, who will steal away from danger behind the net. Troy Murray moving this one up. Right wing side, Jesse Nair in the neutral zone with this one. Plays it off the wall, and here's Atkins. Atkins from the red line, spins away from a check, trying to get some space. Couldn't go through the legs of Lennartson, tied up in the feet, dumped in from the red line by Quintos, and Karpinski stops up there. 45 seconds gone here in the Aflac first period. No score, Columbus and Danville. Anton Lennartson from the red line, dumps this one in, right wing side. Left wing corner, finds Liarakos. He keeps the cycle going. Bondarenko in front of that, though. Patrick Zillak got in the way of it. Bondarenko dispossessed him, cutting it to the middle. Right circle, drops it back. Closton fires in a pad save. Made there by Gordichuk. Lenartson, left wing circle, trying to pass the ball under Rico, went off a Danville stick, and now Barakov's going to move this puck up over for Ensor. He shoots left circle, deflected off Shapitzin's stick, went wide, out of Karpinski's reach, but thankfully missed the net. Here's C.J. Hayes. He gets the wheels turning. Parker Moskal just in on sides with him. Hayes right corner beneath the net. Dodges a check. He falls down. Crowd oohs and ahs on that. Hayes still with it. Played it to the corner, and Barakov read it. Moving this one up. Barakov passes behind his intended target. Klauston for Hayes. He's back into his own zone, retreating. Now he runs into Klauston, and at the left wing corner, those two have an exchange of words, and it rims around for Dimmitt. Dimmitt, far side boards, nearly turned over as he played it to Klauston. Give and go. Now up into the neutral zone. Here's Parker Moskal, 1-on-2. Moskal trying to take it himself. Lost the puck on a poke check, but skated back for it. Left point, drops it for Howie. A shot ramped up off a stick and goes onto the high glass, still in play. Kugler trying to hold this one in right point for Columbus. He can't. It'll leak back out to the River Dragons blue line, and Jake Howie has it there. Howie back for Kugler, D to D. Stretch pass, missed its intended target. Dumped into the zone by Troy Murray. That one went off of Howie, laid in the high slot for a moment. Now side of the net a shot, and that one hit the side of the cage. Levi Armstrong. Right wing circle. Chance from the point there was blocked by Columbus. Howie off the wall. Kugler trying to move this one up. One of the Danville players lost his stick. That was Nick Gullo. Now left wing corner. It's a 2-on-1 battle. Fallis trying to pick it out of feet. Coming in to help out is Sam Turner. Now it's 2-on-2. All this over the right shoulder of Karpinski. Referee urging the players to get it moving. A third River Dragons come in. It's Kugler who tries to poke it out, but it comes back through him. Pass to the middle from Danville. It was read by C.J. Hayes. Krupp over for Fallis off the wall, and it'll be collected by Murray at the red line. He'll play some catch deep part. Sending this one into the zone off the stick of Atkins, so no icing. Jake Howie will have it behind the Columbus net. 16:55 to go here in the first. No score. Columbus and Danville. Here's Mitch Atkins in the neutral zone and a pass Troy Murray. He'll skate this one up. 2-on-3 as he hits the line. Murray, left wing side, nearly had it, lost it. Getting it poked back to him there is Quintos. Quintos, right wing corner, ran out of space and taking him into the corner boards. Troubling. Clearing attempt from Atkins, knocked away by Graham. And here's Bondarenko the other way for Columbus. Bondarenko, right point, firing a shot, missed well wide with no tip available. Left wing hash mark. Lirakos couldn't get a cycle going. He's tied up now in the feet there of Tesorero. He's just able to flip it out. Backhand in there by Osline, and now it's a delayed offsides. Danville doesn't care, but they couldn't come into the zone with it as Nair had his stick tied up by the River Dragons defense. Nair will take a check there from Osline, but now he's into the zone. Deked and lost it over the blue line the wrong way. Bondarenko from the red line will take possession for Columbus. Soft pass. Lenardson, right wing into the zone at the point. Not able to hold it in. Delayed off sides. And Columbus will touch up as Quintos will lay it back for the Danville defense. 15:55 to go here in the first. And we get our first whistle finally as Cody Karpinski will find a loose puck that deflected in on net. He'll cover it up for a whistle. No score and only one shot to speak of. It belongs to Columbus. 15:54 to go in the Aflac first period. And we're happy you're along for the ride here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. 92.1 FM, 1420 AM. It's WRCG, as well as the Columbus River Dragons official YouTube page. Remember to give us a like, give us a follow, hit that bell as well, and we'll let you know every time we put out new content. Chats with Boom Boom and River Dragons Weekly, as we didn't have a new episode this week, unfortunately, because of the long trek back from Watertown. But we'll have a new one this week, and we'll recap the Watertown games as well as this weekend's games against Danville that are currently ongoing. Danville has it back in their own end after Columbus won a draw and flipped it out. Now Columbus has it in their own end with Klauston. He'll go to Hayes, and up towards the red line, Parker Moskal. Couldn't deke around a man, staying with him, Troy Murray. Zilak will knock it back, and up on his horse here is Ben Bukal. He'll move it right wing side. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. A shot, and Karpinski makes the butterfly save and holds that one in the breadbasket. 15:24 now to go in the Aflac first period. Still no score. Columbus and Danville. Fans, Bud Light, Circle K, and the River Dragons want to give you a chance to win tickets to every home game this season with a text-to-win entry. Simply text the word WIN, that's W-I-N, to 888-706-GOAL, 888-706, like the area code, 4625. Standard message and data rates apply. Winners for each game are notified within 48 hours of a given puck drop. Quick shot right off the face-off by Seth Ensor, just went wide of the glove handed by Karpinski, and we are back underway with just over 15 minutes to play here in the first, but as quickly as I say that, an icing call against the River Dragons. So the shift's only about 12 or 14 seconds old, so not too many tired bodies out there dressed in teal. And it is the teal look tonight, the third jersey with the Sash Columbus for the River Dragons. A lot of fans have been excited for these jerseys. They've also been excited for how the teams played in them as well. A current 4-0 record in the teals. 2 of those wins coming with overtime or a shootout necessary, though. So not only are they winning, but they're winning with some exciting games. So if you got a chance to come out to the River Dragons, you see them in teal, you know you're going to have a good night here at the Civic Center. Dimmitt moves this one ahead to Moskal. 2-on-2 with Hayes on his right wing side. Moskal, a shot and a blocker saved by Gordachuk. Parker still with it. Right wing circle to Clouston. Pass was on his backhand. Couldn't do anything with it. Chopped it to the left wing circle, but nobody home for the River Dragons. So Gullo will take it away for the Dashers. Gullo getting this to Ensor. Now it rims around, and it'll be found here by Armstrong. He takes a check by Shapitzin, chipping on the play, and a centering pass went over Hayes' stick. Poked out to the neutral zone. Vaughn Clouston will shovel it back in. Sam Turner couldn't have had that one go by him. Trying to flip this one by Vaughn Clouston again is Turner, and this one goes out of play as that one went off a stick clash. And, referee almost took Vaughn Clouston to the penalty box, and he was about to lose it because that was in the neutral zone. So, obviously, neutral zone out of play means no delay of game penalty. And so we'll get a neutral zone draw coming up here for Columbus. 14:32 left to go here in the first. Fallis is going to get waved out of the dot. And Krupp is getting into it with Jesse Nair. Now Fallis will take Nair's place on the wing. Referee really giving those two an earful about it. Quintos and Krupp now poking at each other's skates. Puck is finally down. Atkins v. Graham on the draw. Danville will come away with it. Moving this into the zone. Quintos right wing circle. Takes a big check there from Howie as he falls down into the Dasher boards. Howie right wing corner. We'll push this one up to Krupp at the circle. He'll flip it cross ice. Trying to get on the end of it, MJ Graham, but a good play there by Murray to prevent the breakaway attempt there. Quintos skates into the zone. Drops for Nair. Left circle a shot. Blocked by Kugler. Up into the netting and out of play. 14:08 left to go here in the Aflac first period. No score. Columbus and Danville. Last time these two teams met, near the end of the year, 2019. That was a 3-3 with 2 games here in Columbus and our 1 neutral site game in Athens. And the Dashers came to play that weekend. They took 7 out of the 9 points. The only win Columbus had was here in the Civic Center on a Saturday in those teals. So we'll see how Columbus does breaking them out on a Friday. Fallis wins the draw, but good anticipation by Nair, and he's got it left wing corner for Danville. Tries to cycle it to Atkins, went through his feet. Howie rims it around. Behind Krupp, not able to be held in by Bukal. Graham will lift the stick. He's 2-on-1 with Fallis if he wants it. Graham, left circle, shot, pad save, rebound loose there, and Gordachuk, full spread eagle. We'll get to that one. Fallis was wiped out at the end of it. Graham is going to go at it with Quintos. Now Fallis going to shove at Quintos, and the linesmen have to get in the way of everybody. It's a full 5-on-5 here as everyone's picked a dance partner. Graham's wrestling Nair around. Murray's going at it with somebody. And Fallis is finally separated from Quintos. That's Krupp that Murray was going with. Graham continues to shove at a man. Referee continues to blow his whistle. And we're definitely getting penalties out of this. Krupp with some jersey shots on a man. Kugler now going at it here with Atkins. Nobody's dropped the gloves, but man, there's a lot of pushing and shoving down there in the Danville zone. Linesmen have finally restored order, and the referee has pointed to the penalty box a number of times. So we're going to get some guys going in. The crowd loves it. Graham continuing to challenge everybody in a white jersey. Troy Murray, the closest one to him to hear his words. So Murray's in for Danville. Krupp, Fallis, and Graham. The entire leadership unit in there for Columbus. A C, an A, and an A all in there. I tell you, if aggressiveness was the game plan, the captains are leading by example.
Probably eat them up, I guess.
Apologize for that. We're getting some interference from Dana Barker, who's our PA announcer, trying to decipher the penalties just like we are. The wires might be crossed here in the Civic Center. We'll figure that out for you later. As it stands right now, I believe 3 River Dragons are in the box and then 2 Dashers. This would lead you to believe a power play is coming up for Danville. Both Brazen and Learakos, they'll get the word and report back to their benches. Learakos, though he doesn't wear a letter, is the only, well, I guess every player is, I guess, eligible at this point because all 3 letters are in the box right now for Columbus. Now, this faceoff is being taken outside the offensive zone for Columbus, and that's because the defenseman came down underneath the hash marks. However, it's 5-on-5, so they've evened out all these penalties somehow. And if Dana Barker gets on the mic, we'll be able to hear it from him. Lirakos and Zilak on the draw, and we are back underway here at the Civic Center. 13:45 to go in the first, and we're 5-on-5, no score here at the Civic Center. Ensor from behind the net. Lirakos trying to get through him. Runs him into the corner boards, and Danville will be able to take it away. Now this one moved up right wing side. Flip this one into the offensive zone. Zilak, a shot, a pad save made there by Karpinski. Wanted to hear the penalties. We'll get them to you later. Fred Heinrich circle a chance. Blocked away in the slot. Another effort. Save made. Loose there for Karpinski, and he's got it underneath him somehow. A shot coming in from Barakoff through traffic and just hit him as he was in the middle of the crease right there. 13-17 left to go here in the Aflac first period, and no score between Columbus and Danville. Faceoff will come to the left of Karpinski, and we just heard Dana Barker say that it will be 5-on-5. Faceoff coming to the left of Karpinski. It'll be Moskal going against Zilak, and Moskal will win it over to Clouston. C.J. Hayes, near side circle, has to go back behind his own net for some support. Shapitzin along the wall. He takes a big check and falls down. Barakoff to the middle, and he couldn't hold on to the puck through the deke. C.J. Hayes, right wing side to Moskal. Back to Hayes. He's into the zone with speed. Bottom of the right wing circle. Playing it back side of the net. Moskal was waiting for it, but Barakoff got in the way. Barakoff plays it to the corner boards. Near side, this one will be flipped out by Ensor. Knocked down by C.J. Hayes with a low stick, say the officials. But that one was awfully close from up here. Clouston up ahead for Hayes, and now he'll drop it for Moskal. 2-on-2 as he's into the zone. Right wing circle. Moskal, what a deke. Backhand, fake, wraparound. Couldn't do anything with it there as blocking at the side of the net was Bukal. Right wing circle with this puck, Barakoff. Playing it back behind the net, and now waiting for it. Bukal, he'll set up a rush. 3-3 are shots on goal. 12:20 left to go here in the first. No score. River Dragons and Dashers in the first of 2 this weekend. Bukal up into the neutral zone. This one dumped into the zone by Gullo. Around the boards it goes. Karpinski was able to slow it up a little bit. Shapitzin in a battle here with Brazen. The Danville captain has the inside edge. Gullo, one-touch pass. Quintos a shot off the post. Side of the net, far side. And Shapitzin, check that. Moskal collects, sends it the length of the ice, and it just misses the net. So it is icing against the River Dragons with 11:57 left to go here in the first. So no score. Columbus and Danville 4-3 though. Danville shots on goal they lead. Shots on goal as always are brought to you by Swamp Box Distilling Company. Faceoff coming to the right of Karpinski. Left wing corner. Danville's got it. High slot. Shot coming in there from Tesorero, and it just missed high over the bar. Now Quintos a chance side of the net, and Karpinski held on to his post. Lennartson from behind his own net will settle this one down, playing it to the far circle. Shapitzin will flip this one up and out at the blue line. Moskal touches up, but Lennartson couldn't come in for a rush. It was knocked away by Quintos. Now Moskal will have it in the neutral zone, starting this one up from his own blue line. Deeks around a man. Good stick handles. 3-on-2 through the middle. Moskal continues to go. Left circle back, and a pass went through Santa Paulo's legs. And now a penalty is going to come up here as Moskal and Tesoraro are going at it. Tesoraro looked like he slashed at Moskal on that play. Penalty went up on Danville to start, but then Moskal got right into his kitchen. 11:19 to go here in the Aflac first period. No score, and we have heard the horn be hit, so we've got a number of combatants to release. It was 3-on-3 in the box, by the way. It was Nair, Atkins, and Murray. We had missed Atkins. And then, of course, Krupp, Follis, and Graham, the entire leadership unit for Columbus. Out of the box comes Atkins, Nair for Danville, Krupp, Graham, and Follis, and then there's Murray. So all three of them just had to serve some 2 minutes. And now 2 minutes has gone up on the board against A.J. Tesorero. So Tesorero, 2 minutes for hooking. And 11:19 left to go here in the first. And Columbus will be on their first Georgia Power play of the night. Karpinski headed off to the bench to get something adjusted, so that faceoff won't count. And we'll go Liarakos against Atkins on this draw. Columbus up to 8th in the FPHL at a 15.7% power play rate. Liarakos going to get thrown out of the draw. Danville third best in the PK, though, 85.1%. Danville's numbers pretty good. They're in the top 5 in both power play and penalty kill coming into the weekend. Bukal takes a check from behind the net from Santa Paulo. Now Santa Paulo will fish it out far side. Check there by Nair, and he'll lose it. Bukal going to skate this one into the neutral zone. 2-on-2 with Santa Paulo on the back check. Bukal tried to cut to the middle, poked away by Lennartson. Atkins with it, comes back into the zone left point, spins away from a check, dumps it into the corner. Now Lennartson with it here. He tries to poke it out. That one fell loose in the slot for a moment. Now Jake Howie will get on his horse. 3-on-2 as he hits the line left wing side. Howie, left circle, pass across, right circle, D to D. Lennartson fires, blocker saved by Gordachuk. This one chipped out of the zone by Nair. Lennartson has it at the red line. Santa Paulo passing his feet, but he was able to settle it. Now he'll flip into the zone right wing side and head off for a change. Bondarenko gives chase. Ensor rims it around. Lennartson holds in left point, then chops it to the middle. That one knocked down by the chest of Bukal. He'll play it off the boards and down the ice. Already halfway through this Georgia power play. 10:18 to go here in the first. No score. Columbus and Danville. Vaughn Clouston from behind the net. Going to move this one up. Ooh, falling to the ice there was Shapitzin left wing side. Just caught an edge. And Danville going to try and come into the zone with it now. Gullo, right wing side. Shapitzin, good check to take him out of the play. Barakoff with it. Clouston checks him. Now some 4 corners from the Dashers. 35 seconds left to go here. And the man advantage for Columbus. Karpinski couldn't slow that one up behind the net. Clouston will give chase to the near side. Danville's got 4 fresh penalty killers on. Clouston into the neutral zone. Right wing side, 2-on-3. Good move around a man. Right circle, drops it back for MJ Graham. Graham a good head fake. He's with it now, right wing hash. Graham to the corner, fights through a slash. With it now, left wing corner from behind the net. Graham to the middle. Backdoor for Fallis. Save made. Gordachuk. Rebound. The goaltender will jump on it. Beauty of a feed from MJ Graham, but it was right into the feet of his captain. And Chase Fallis did well to try and kick it to his stick, but he just couldn't get it in the wheelhouse in time. Gordachuk came across, made a phenomenal save, and keeps us scoreless. 9:29 left to go here in the first, and 10 seconds left in the A.J. Tesorero minor. No score, and the River Dragons look to be 0 for 1 in the Georgia power play unless they do something quickly. Fallis, right wing corner to the high slot, just held in by Shapitzin, knocked off a Danville body, and there it is, 0 for 1 on the Georgia power play tonight to start for Columbus. Fallis chips this into the zone, left wing circle, he gets around a man, he's first on it, behind the net, on the forehand, right corner to Graham, and he hits the outside of the cage with that one. Tesorero, fresh out of the penalty box, tries to flip this near side boards. Fallis will pinch off there. Clouston couldn't hold it. Look out, 2-on-1 back the other way. Tesorero, left wing side. Good back check by Clouston to take that puck off of Tesorero's stick. Now Tesorero will work it away from Shapitzin. Blocked by Clouston as he attempted to center it. Shapitzin fighting through some stick work. Takes a check, and this one will go out of the zone and off sides, but the referee's also got a penalty on this one. Caught the official there just for a moment, left wing side, and A.J. Tesorero heads back into the box. Hooking the signal once again. So A.J. Tesorero, 2 minutes for hooking, 8:46 to go in the first, and it's now the second Georgia power play of the night. Face-off coming to the left of Gordachuk. Moskal will take it against Atkins. And again, 0 for 1 so far in the Georgia power play, and the River Dragons 8th in the 10-team FPHL. Moskal, what moves on the face-off dot, and a shot and a glove save by Gordachuk. The face-off was tied up between Moskal and Atkins. Moskal fought for it and eventually got it around Atkins with some great stick work there. Now here's Dimmitt. He takes a big check on the right wing side, but he holds it along the boards. Now this one will slip out past Trombley. Nair will try and dump down Trombley, but Osline will be able to get it away. Hayes at his own blue line, back for Trombley, trying to move this one up. 20 seconds already gone in the man advantage. Moskal over for Dimmitt. Dimmitt lets it go into the zone left wing side. Now he'll rim it around the boards. Moskal will have it, right wing circle, let it go by him to Oslin. Oslin over for Moskal. He'll trade places with him now. High slot, back for Oslin. One-timer. He faked it. Right circle. Back there. Backhand. Trombley scores! Wyatt Trombley. Nice head fake. Great passing as a unit. Power play goal, and it's 1-0. A power play goal for Columbus will open up tonight's scoring as Wyatt Trumbley, the Campbell River, BC native, has his 4th of the season, and he's now up to 15 points to match that number 15 he wears. Leorako Zilak on the draw at center ice, and here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! Riverdragons power play goal scored by number 15, Wyatt Trumbley. Assisted by number 7, David Asselin, and number 25, C.J. Hayes. 11:54 the first period.
David Oslin will get his first point as a River Dragon, and C.J. Hayes with a notable point. We'll tell you about that in a little bit. But Trumbley from Oslin and Hayes, 11:54 mark, a power play goal for the River Dragons. A good effort there by Danville. Cody Karpinski came up with a glove save on Zilak, and now we get a whistle and immediate timeout. 7:27 to go in the first. 1-0 Columbus on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Nick Saban knows a thing or two about quality programs. That's why the legendary head coach is teaming up with a legendary duck to help you get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac agents and associates are right in your neighborhood waiting to help you get the supplemental insurance plan that's right for you. Aflac gets you money directly for bills and out-of-pocket costs. Peace of mind doesn't have to break the bank. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Aflac today at 800-992-3522.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Missed the game last week? No problem. Catch all the highlights and analysis on all things River Dragons with the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show on WLTZ NBC 38, Thursday afternoons 5 to 5:30. Or catch segment replays on our official YouTube page. Just search Columbus River Dragons and stay up to date with all the content the River Dragons have to offer. Remember, the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show is Thursdays 5 to 5:30 on NBC 38 TV.
Graham near side, can't get it out of his own zone. Left point held in there by Murray. This one will be rimmed around by Clouston. At the right point, Bukal couldn't get to it first. Now Bukal will flip this one out. Apologize. We found out that we do have some wireless interference on our board, and so we're picking up our internal comms units. That's where the random voices are coming from. I'm going to work to correct that at the intermission report. Barakov, left wing side, into the neutral zone. Fred Hine, 2-on-1 with Zilak. Hine, a shot blocked in front by Shapitzin, and Zilak couldn't get to the rebound. Shapitzin moving this one through. Zilak with it, left wing corner. Now MJ Graham will have it top of his own circles. He'll send that one out to center ice. Murray will give chase here, and Jake Krupp with it now. Murray from behind that, giving him a little bit of stick work. Murray with it from the neutral zone. Now this one will be dumped in by Barakov, and a penalty coming up as Jake Krupp got a little bit too much with the stick. Krupp not happy with it, referee not hearing it, and it'll be the first Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night for the River Dragons. 6:33 left to go in the first. 1-0 Columbus and the Wyatt Trumbley power play goal. And the Dashers have their first opportunity on the man advantage tonight. Danville, 20.3% on the power play. Can bring 1 out of about every 5. Good for 4th in the FPHL. Columbus in the top 5 in the kill. 83%. Good for 5th. Face off to the left of Karpinski. Houston Clinic penalty kill starts. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Brazen a shot from the right point, blocked in front by Trumbley. Bukal with the left wing corner. Nair had it, stick tied up there by Howie. Now a big check there for Trumbley on Nair left circle. Columbus gets the puck. Hayes off the board, can't get it out. Bukal a shot, deflected, glove save, and the rebound loose in the slot, and Howie cleared it to the corner. Bukal, left wing side, behind the net. Howie gets there first, rims it around, and Brazen couldn't get to the right point in time for Danville. 6 minutes even left to go here in the first. In 1:25 remaining in the Krupp minor. Gordichuk played it off the wall, right to Moskal. He's first on a right wing circle. Moskal looking down a 1-on-3, was deacon through him, rims it around. Shapitzin a shot, deflected by Brazen, and that one will go up into the mesh and out of play. So an odd play there by Gordichuk going off the wall, even with a defenseman near him. Ended up being for Moskal. Danville definitely committed numbers to Moskal. They know what he can do when he's averaging about 3 points per game since he became a River Dragon on a definite hot streak. And Shapitson shot into the mesh off a Danville player. And an offensive zone draw despite being shorthanded for Columbus. Face off to the right of Gordichuk. Karakos, far side wall, being checked there. Left point, Shapitson a shot. Glove save, Gordichuk, and he'll play off behind the net. Moving this one up from behind his own net is Sam Turner. To the left wing side, Quintos. He'll dump that one into the line. That one slowed up for a moment. Karpinski was going to go play it, but it didn't reach him. Now rims around to the far side boards. Lirakos with it there. Lirakos from the red line, going to chip it in. Turner will glove it down over his head as the lob pass was not going to go for Dimmitt. Turner takes this one again behind his own net, up into the neutral zone. He'll gain the red, fake the dump in. Now he's with it. Deking to the right wing circle, drops it back. Dimmitt had it, lost it at the high slot. Backhand save made Karpinski, and he'll cover up the rebound. Levi Armstrong gave a strong backhand right there through traffic. And Cody Karpinski got just enough of his glove on it to keep it out and keep it in front of him for the whistle. 5:06 now to go here in the first, and 34 seconds remain in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Face-off coming to the right of Karpinski. Graham against Zilak. Tied it up. Graham wins it. Howie going to rim this one off the boards. Hits the stanchion weird. Goes through the middle of ice and into the neutral zone. Turner, one-touch passing with Tesorero. Back for Turner at his own blue line. Now Howie will read a pass to the Columbus line. Intercepted. He'll dump it in left wing side. Now he'll go down into the corner. Sam Turner's going to wait to start up another rush with 15 seconds left to go in this man advantage for Danville. One more rush up ice here. Tesorero, cross ice into the zone, right wing side. Now dropping it back. Quintos, a shot up off a River Dragon into the mesh and out of play. While we've got time, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons.
Your home for the Columbus River Dragons. WRCG Columbus and W221 DP Columbus 92.1 FM.
Face-off coming to the left of Karpinski. Moskola against Zilak on the draw. Zilak wins it. Shotgun shot. Save made Karpinski. Fred Hine right from the top of the circles. Let one go. Cody Karpinski up to the task. Fred Hine is definitely the guy you got to watch. If you're Columbus marking on Danville, Fred Hine had a hat trick in a 3-2 win over Port Huron on Wednesday. And Zilak will get thrown out of the circle, so it looks like Hine will come in to take it. And Hine, of course, their leading goal scorer by a mile. 25 goals, 18 assists, 43 points. And Danville is currently playing game number 32 for themselves. Center point, a shot went wide of the blocker hand on Karpinski. Krupps out of the box, 1-for-1 in the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight. Bukal, a shot from the left point, blocked by Hayes. Moskal going to go off the glass, send that one to the red line. That one plays off of Murray, no icing here. Hayes in a tie-up with Bukal, left wing corner. Bukal gets the inside track there, but Hayes continues to engage. In the feet, it's a 2-on-1 battle now for Danville in the left wing corner, their own end. Hayes going to somehow come out with it. Great strength there. Left point Trombley to the middle, Moskal. Backhand save made there. Rebound still loose. Hayes scores! Pinballing around the slot, CJ Hayes found a gift and put it into the net. 2-0 Columbus. Well, this gives us a great opportunity to talk about C.J. Hayes. We mentioned he got an assist on the Wyatt Trombley goal. With that, he now has points in 10 straight games. But now that he's scored a goal, his goal streak is up to 9 games. Unreal. C.J. Hayes. And let's hear it from Dana Barker.
He shoots. Riverdragons goal scored by number 25, C.J. Hayes. Assisted by number 5, Preston Kugler, and number 21, Parker Moskal.
Kugler and Moskal pick up the helpers. So Moskal, who's averaging about 3 points a game since he became a River Dragon, is already on his way to try and keeping that average up. Lennartson, right wing side. He drops it off to Lirakos. Lirakos firing a shot. A penalty coming up here as Lennartson's going to get called for interference. He was driving the net and just dumped down his man at the side. I think that's Logan Hawgood. So just as quickly as Columbus had the momentum, going up 2-0. Interference, the signal against Anton Lennartson, and it'll be the second Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night for the River Dragons. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Danville deciding where they want this draw. It'll be to the left of Karpinski. 3:20 to go here in the first. 2 minutes up on the board to Lennartson. And if you're keeping score with us at home, 15:59 mark of the Aflac first period. 2-0 Columbus on C.J. Hayes. The Margate, Florida native has his 14th of the year and now a goal in 9 straight games, with an assist going to Preston Kugler and to Parker Moskal. Crowd getting antsy, wants the linesman to drop the puck. Atkins wins it. Braza, D-to-D. Bukala shot, blocked in front by Fallis. Left wing corner. Atkins with it here. One-timer to Nair, and that one went wide over the glove hand and into the mesh and out of play. 11 seconds gone in the Lennartson minor. 3:09 to go here in the Aflac first period, and it's 2-0 Columbus. River Dragons will put Preston Kugler out to go for Vaughn Clouston on this 4-man PK unit. Atkins v. Graham on the draw. Tied up. Atkins wins it, though, with the feet. Nair to Bukal. Top of the circles. Save made. Rebound loose there. Pops back onto the chest of Karpinski. And he'll hold on to that for a whistle. Shapitzin did not like Nair waving his stick so close to the netminder. Cooler heads prevail there. Check it. That was Atkins, not Nair, that was waving the stick. Atkins v. Graham on this one. Face-off coming to the right of Karpinski. Tied up. Now Graham will win it with the feet, and Kugler dumps it down 200 feet. 1:35 left to go in the Lennartson minor. 2:55 to go in the Aflac first period. 2-0 Columbus. Power play tally from Wyatt Trumbley and an even strength goal from C.J. Hayes. So far, our markers. Brazen from the red line. Moves this one into the zone. 4-on-3. Now right circle is with it. Couldn't get around Shapitzin on the deke. Fallis finds a loose puck, and he'll shoot it down ice. Bottom of the circles. Stopped up there by Gordichuk. He thought about shooting it up ice, but he'll leave it there for his defense, and Bukal will take it away. 1:10 to go here in the Danville power play. Bukal waits for a rush to develop. Moskal at the top of the crease, watching over. Brazen, left wing, over for Nair. He's into the zone. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. C.J. Hayes rubbing shoulders with Nair as he goes down into the corner. Now Kugler will give him a hip check. Nair still with it on the forehand, trying to work it back up the wall. Moskal takes it away. Moskal chips around a man. He's with this half breakaway. Now he stops it up. Left wing circle. Trying to stay with him the whole way, and did with Seth Ensor. And Ensor will take it away behind the net. 2-minute warning here to go in the first. 2-0 Dragons. Still a Danville power play for just under 40 seconds. Quintos into the zone, left wing side. He gloved it to his stick. Quintos in a battle with Trumbley. They both overskate the puck. Tied up in the corner. Tesorero will come out with it. To the left point, Sam Turner. Turner looking for space. To the left wing circle. Quintos waits, fires. Blocker save made there by Karpinski. And it hit the glass behind him. Dumped down the length of the ice by Trumbley. 15 seconds left to go in Lennartson minor. One more rush here for Danville. Gordichuk wants desperately to throw this one up ice, but the Dashers are in the midst of a change. Over to the left wing side. Quintos going to skate this one up. 2 seconds and one. Out of the box is Lennartson. 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight, as Quintos' shot is saved by Cody Karpinski. 1:16 to go here in the first. 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill, and it's 2-0 Columbus, though Danville leading in shots right now, 14-9. Shots on goal brought to you by Swamp Fox Distilling Co. Face off to the right of Karpinski. Lirakos and Zilak on the draw. Zilak wins it to the shotgun, but Lennartson was ready to cover that one up on the wing support. Lirakos through the feet, pass to Santa Paula, left wing side. He'll backhand it into the zone. Lennartson gets ahead of his man. That's Troy Murray. He's first on it, right wing corner. Now he takes a check from Barakoff. This one will rim around behind the net at Danville with under a minute to go here in the Aflac first period. Dashers have possession. Barakoff into the zone, dropping it back. Zilak to the middle, and Clouston took it off of his stick. Now the C's open up for Clouston. He's 2-on-2 with Shapitzin. 2 defensemen up for the River Dragons as they're changing bodies behind this. Right wing corner. Here's Ensor. He takes a check from a man. That's Lennartson. Clouston picks it out of feet from behind. Murray ties him up from behind. It'll fall loose to the far side. Oslin couldn't get to it there. And now Krupp covering, has it at the red line. Lirakos back in his own blue line. Up ahead for Krupp. He deflects that one into the zone. No icing. Krupp gives chase, trying to get ahead of Bukal. Those two tie up. Krupp the inside edge, plays it behind the net, but it was behind Graham. Now near side circle. This one sent out of the zone by Barakoff, knocked down by Trumbley. Oslin going to glove that one ahead. Danville touches, so no hand pass there. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Dashers, one more rush. Left wing side. Atkins playing it off the wall to Nair. Trumbley's going to head him off at the pass. Left wing corner. He'll push it up, and that'll do it for 20 minutes of play. Pretty good period for Columbus. It was a strong home crowd. We'll salute them. River Dragons 2, Dashers nothing through 20 minutes of play. And while the Dashers hold a decided edge in shots, it's Columbus making the most of their opportunities. Goals from Wyatt Trumbley and CJ Hayes. We'll tell you all about them when we come back. But first, the WLTZ First Intermission Report. That starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Five Star Painting is a proud sponsor of Columbus River Dragon Hockey. Like you, we're thrilled to have hockey back in Columbus. During a game, the walls inside the rink take a beating. Over time, the walls in your home may look a little rough too. Kids, pets, dust and dirt, they can all take a toll on your paint. Five Star Painting can add new life and added value to your home. Our 32-step process and attention to detail are what sets us apart from the rest. Call us today for a free estimate, 706-405-4453.
CM Landscaping in Fortson, Georgia is your go-to for all your landscaping needs. They are a quality company looking to build your next dream backyard and provide upscale, high-quality work. Whether it is landscape installation, lighting, grading, or water drainage, CM Landscaping can get the job done. Give them a call at 205-955-3159. And don't forget to give them a like on Facebook, too. CM Landscaping, 205-955-3159.
Our food's not the only thing that's legendary at the Roadhouse. Our fun is too. From our line dancers to our jukebox to our friendly servers, you'll enjoy every second you spend in a Texas Roadhouse. At Texas Roadhouse, our team has an incredible sense of pride in everything we do. Our passion ensures you have a legendary experience every time. Visit your local Texas Roadhouse at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call it a to-go order at 706-323-6616.
Discover power in the palm of your hand with the MyDPI mobile app, a secure and convenient way to report, manage, and pay your diverse power bills 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With instant access to account information, real-time outage reporting, and the ability to schedule alerts and reminders at your fingertips, managing your home's energy usage has never been easier. Available for Apple and Android devices. Diverse power. The powerful difference.
Looking for the best pizza in town for the price? Look no further than Pizza Pronto in Columbus. Pizza Pronto on 2nd Avenue in downtown Columbus has some of the best dishes around, and they aren't stingy with the toppings either. Pizza, pasta, kebabs, and more. It's all great at Pizza Pronto. Call in a to-go or delivery order at 706-596-9855. That's 706-596-9855. Give them a like on Facebook and enjoy some of your favorite meals today.
Tired of that same old company outing? How about sprucing it up with your Columbus River Dragons? Or want to make your child's next birthday a truly memorable one? Bring your group to a Columbus River Dragons game. Groups of 15 or more receive bulk pricing starting at just $12 a person with packages that will keep you and your whole group happy and entertained. For information on getting your business, organization, or party to our games, give the River Dragons a call at 706-507-4625 or get details at rdragons.com.
We're back here at the Columbus Civic Center. We got a pretty fun game going on here on the ice. It is education night, and two rival school districts, I should say, have put their best teacher in a shootout contest from just inside the blue line. We're firing pucks for 30 seconds, and the winner is going to receive $1,000 to their school district. So we're about to see who won in that contest down on the ice. We'll get you more details on it later on, as it is education night tonight, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. River Dragons are putting on a good show on education night. We're up 2-0 over the Danville Dashers. Took a little while to get on the scoreboard, but 11:54 mark of the first period, a power play goal. Wyatt Trumbley, his 4th of the season for the Campbell River, British Columbia native, with assists going to David Oslin and number 25, CJ Hayes. Power play goal for the River Dragons, so that was good to be able to start up and get that power play number continuing to move up and up, as that's been a theme of 2020, is make the power play number look better. And so that was good for Trumbley to get on the board. And for CJ Hayes, that was now a 10-game point streak for himself. But he'd do himself one better. As the 15:59 mark, he scores a goal that was pinballing around in the slot found a loose puck, and hey, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, but right place, right time. CJ Hayes, the 15:59 mark, with his 14th goal of the year, and listen to this, folks, 9th straight game with a goal. Hayes is going to go for double digits in the goal department tomorrow night against Danville. Preston Kugler and Parker Mossel picked up assist on that one. Moss now is at 48 points on the season. And now while the River Dragons played about 29 games, remember, Parker's closer to about the 20-game mark because he played a handful with Menor and then had to go back home to San Diego to deal with some family matters. On the way there, he learned he was traded to Columbus. Then he had a stint at Pensacola for about 5 games, so he's missed a small chunk of the FPHL season, and that's important to put into perspective when you consider his absurd point totals this season and how big he has been for Columbus so far this season. That's all the goal scoring to report. River Dragons 1 for 2 on the Georgia Power power play and 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kills. The special teams numbers doing quite well tonight as well. Danville, as we mentioned, though, leads in shots right now, 14-9. Shots on goal brought to you by Swamp Fox Distilling Co. All right, with that, let's take another break. When we come back, a look around the FPHL and the Southern Hockey scoreboard as it comes up next on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Radio Network, Radio Network, Radio Network, Radio Network, Radio Network, Radio Network.
Hey guys, this is Taylor from Whisperwood Apartments. We are kicking off the new year with unbeatable specials on our 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Come see us today to lease your new apartment home. Our residents have access to 6 swimming pools, 5 tennis courts, a sanded volleyball court, and an amazing 24-hour fitness center. There is no better place to live than Whisperwood. Don't miss out on your chance to lease today. We offer a great location in North Columbus at 6029 Flat Rock Road. You may dream of being on vacation every day, but at Whisperwood you can live like you're on vacation every day. Smart move, smart life.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
Nick Saban knows a thing or two about quality programs. That's why legendary head coach is teaming up with a legendary duck to help you get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac agents and associates are right in your neighborhood waiting to help you get the supplemental insurance plan that's right for you. Aflac gets you money directly for bills and out-of-pocket costs. Peace of mind doesn't have to break the bank. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Aflac today at 800-992-3522. Stay up to date on all things River Dragons with the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. Coaches Show, only on 92.1 FM and 1420 AM WRCG. Game recaps, coach and player interviews, and much more are waiting every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Don't forget to follow the River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when we're taking the show on the road to an establishment near you. That's the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. Coaches Show, every Tuesday, 6 to 7 on WRCG.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons lead the Dashers 2-0 through 20 minutes of play. Goals from Wyatt Trumbley and CJ Hayes are the difference right now for the Dragons as they look to extend their 4-game win streak. Danville is looking to extend their 6-game winning streak here tonight. Let's take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. 2 games started at 7:05, though a later start in Elmira off of that. So we'll go to Delaware first. They dropped the puck first. 10:35 left to go in the second. And I say that because at the 9:25 mark, Delaware scored to make it 2-2. They've been trading goals back and forth. Michael Desjardins had the only goal of the first period for Watertown. That was on the power play. Then Anton Kalinin for Delaware tied it up. Derek Boudreau gave Watertown back the lead. And literally just seconds ago, Ryan Marker from Anton Kalinin and Brandon Contrado has made it 2-2. Delaware ties up the game at home. Port Huron Prowlers are at the Elmira Enforcers. The later start did not impact Port Huron in any way. They look to avenge their loss on Wednesday night to these Dashers. They're up 2-0. About 6 minutes gone in the second period as we stand right now. Port Huron's goals, Zachary Zolkanich and Justin Portillo both in the first period of play. 2-0 Columbus, as we have mentioned. Thunderbirds also lead 2-0 over the Menor Icebreakers for 20 minutes. Thunderbirds got their goals from Jan Krivolovic and Jan Salak exactly 1 minute apart. And now I'm interested to see who Menor has put in net. Now they have put in net. This is interesting. They put in net Jordan Brandt. Jordan Brandt was in the net, and the 2 goals within a minute. That was a 4:23 and 5:23 mark. 5:23 mark, yoink Jordan Brandt, and insert Frankie McClendon. McClendon, who was traded to Mentor earlier this week, is playing his first game as an icebreaker in his former barn in Carolina, and now he's in a relief appearance. I'll tell you what, he's doing all right. He saved 8 shots. 8 shots, 8 saves for Frankie. Not much more you can ask of him. Menor's got to try and dig him out of a hole, though, as again, they're down 2-0. And we're past the 8 o'clock hour, so we have got a game going on. Battle Creek at Danbury. Looks like they are just about to drop the puck in that one. Must have been a delayed start on that one, too. So Battle Creek and Danbury, no score, and the puck has not yet dropped over there in Connecticut. That's around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. SPHL, the Southern Hockey Scoreboard, they continue to light up the board in Fayetteville. Evansville 3, Fayetteville 3. 5 minutes left to go in the second there. No score. Roanoke and Huntsville, 7 minutes gone there. 6 minutes gone in Quad City. Still no score. Knoxville and Quad City. No score between Macon and Peoria, though that one just dropped the puck about 2-3 minutes ago. And Birmingham is at Pensacola for an 8:35 East, 7:35 Central puck drop. ECHL level, well, everybody was off, I should say. I apologize. I kind of confused fans in the first part in the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. I said, ECHL, we don't need to worry about that with the All-Star Weekend. Well, that's because I wanted to lead in to the Tommy Marchand thing with the Atlanta Gladiators. 4 pegs on 5 shots in the accuracy contest, did it in 3 seconds. So I apologize. We do have the Atlanta Gladiators tonight, and they take on the Toledo Walleye at the Huntington Center in Ohio. And the Gladiators up 2-1. 13:57 to go in the second. Kyle Bonas got on the board first for Toledo, but Samuel Oslin and Scott Conway have made it 2-1 for the Glads. The NHL is off, though. They're at the All-Star Weekend skills competition tomorrow. All-Star game coming up on Sunday. That's the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. Let's take a break. When we come back, we look ahead to the Liberty Utilities second period. It comes up next on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Candlewood Suites Northeast is the official hotel of the Columbus River Dragons. Your stay will be the best it can be with their spacious suites, full kitchens, and numerous upscale amenities that make your extended stay an extended pleasure. Give them a call at 706-940-0900 or book your room online at ihg.com and searching for Candlewood Suites Northeast. Located at 6611 Whittlesley Boulevard in Columbus, Candlewood Suites is only minutes away from all the fun and excitement that area attractions have to offer.
Our food's not the only thing that's legendary at the Roadhouse. Our fun is too. From our line dancers to our jukebox to our friendly servers, you'll enjoy every second you spend in a Texas Roadhouse. At Texas Roadhouse, our team has an incredible sense of pride in everything we do. Our passion ensures you have a legendary experience every time. Visit your local Texas Roadhouse at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call it a to-go order at 706-323-6616.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Wiping out on the ice too much? Maybe it's time to get those skates sharpened. And what better place to do it than at the Dragon's Den Pro Shop in the Columbus Ice Rink? Friendly staff are waiting to assist you with your ice skating needs, whether it's hockey, figure skating, or public skating. Not a skater? That's okay. Swing on by and check out some of the River Dragon souvenirs stocked in our store, 400 4th Street, next to the Civic Center.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons 2, Danville nothing. Through 20 minutes of play, we're on the WLTZ First Intermission Report. I'm Zach DeBozart, and I'm here with an apology because, getting back from Watertown Wednesday morning really, I think, messed with me because my days are all off. We've got the skills competition tonight, along with the Canada versus America All-Stars with the youth and all that. Saturday, tomorrow, is the All-Star game, the 3-on-3 tournament, where Atlantic will play the Metro and the Pacific will play the Central. That's tomorrow. I apologize, folks. Giving you some bad information there. We're working on it, though. We're unscrambling our brain from the long road trip from Watertown last weekend. By the way, your All-Star games, the All-Star rosters, we should say, the Tampa Bay Lightning sent Victor Hedman and Andrei Vasilevsky. Over in the Metropolitan Division, you'll look at Jacob Slavin for Carolina. And in the Central Division, Roman Josi represents Nashville. So those are the three teams we follow on the Southern Hockey Scoreboard, and wanted to make sure you all knew where your respective All-Stars were and who they were going up against. All right, looking ahead to Liberty Utilities second period, Columbus, they played, I think, pretty much close to one of their best periods they've seen at home. Maybe the thing you don't like is having Karpinski see so many shots, but even then, Columbus has a lot of shot blocks on the record, at least by my book up here. So it's the matter that Danville is pushing the pace after they got down and have had a couple of power play opportunities. The Columbus PK has been phenomenal in recent weeks, and they hope to continue that throughout tonight's game and tonight's weekend series. As again, the Dashers are in the top 5, third so far in the FPHL coming into this weekend. All that considered, it's going to make for a very interesting Liberty Utilities second period. Excuse me, they're fourth coming into today. Man, see, I'm all messed up today. We're going to work on it. We're going to be better for the Liberty Utilities second period. But first, we have to take a break. And before we get to the commercials, though, we have to hear from WLTZ Chief Meteorologist Miller Robson as he comes up with your local weather on the Columbus Riverdragons radio network.
From WLTZ First Weather, I'm Chief Meteorologist Miller Robson with a look at your forecast. We are in the wake of a cold front, so we do have cooler, drier air filtering in. Tonight we'll see mainly clear skies with temperatures dipping down into the upper 30s. We'll go with mostly sunny skies for Saturday, highs in the mid-50s, back into the upper 30s on Saturday night. Now Sunday, we're going to see more clouds pile in. There's this area of low pressure developing off the east coast of Texas. Looks like it's going to stay down in the Gulf, but as it skirts through to the south of us, it could kick up some rain. So on Sunday, we'll go with partly cloudy skies, isolated showers, a better chance we may see some rain Sunday night into Monday morning, but shouldn't be a big rainmaker. Sunday's highs in the mid-50s, Sunday night down to around 40. On Monday, with that warmer air coming up from the Gulf, we'll try to dip into the low 60s. Remember, you can always get your full forecast on the weather page at WLTZ.com. From WLTZ First Weather, I'm Chief Meteorologist Miller Robson for the Columbus Riverdragons Radio Broadcasting Network.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen, and Michael Jacobs practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the Riverdragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
At Georgia Power, we believe our lake should be filled with water, not trash. That a healthy honeybee population will pollinate a healthier environment. That building homes is just as important as powering them. That's why we believe what we do off the grid is just as important as the clean, safe, reliable, affordable energy we provide on it. And that's a different kind of energy. Visit georgiapower.com/community.
Whether you need service and repair or 24/7 roadside assistance, your peace of mind comes from the assurance that you're working with a team of professionals at Interstate National Truck and Trailer, dedicated to providing the best possible service with over 30 years of experience in servicing and repairing transportation vehicles. Give them a call at 404-629-6275 in Georgia or 334-298-2500 in Alabama. Getting you back on the road is the #1 priority at Interstate National Truck and Trailer.
Looking to show your River Dragons pride? Show it off loud and proud with some awesome merch from the River Dragons team store. Open every game day at the Columbus Civic Center or available 9 to 5 at the River Dragons offices at 400 4th Street in Columbus. Everything from t-shirts and pullovers to hats and cowbells, with new merchandise coming in all the time. Can't get to a game or to the office? No problem. Ordering also available at rdragons.com/merchandise 24/7.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons and Dashers both back out on the ice to get ready for the Liberty Utilities second period. Cody Karpinski over in the crease to our right. River Dragons teal third jersey, sash Columbus on the chest, black secondaries and pants, and white helmets are going to move right to left this period as Karpinski stopped all 14 shots he saw in that first. Over to our left, Jesse Gordichuk, who stopped 7 of 9. Dashers in their road whites, black helmets and numbers, orange secondaries, black pants. They're going to go left to right. Puck is down, and we are underway in the Liberty Utilities second period. Atkins wins the draw. Bukall's got it back near side circle. Good play at D across. Flipped into the neutral zone, found by Bondarenko. Some slick ice there. He lost it off his stick, and now here's Bukall the other way. Bukall laying it off for Nair, right wing circle. Oslin going to poke him into the corner. Still with it, behind the net. Nair doing a great job boxing out Oslin. Behind the net, it'll go. Tied up, and lost his edge there. Liarakos, that one was a little dangerous. He picks himself back up, though. Right circle, still with it, Danville. Jesse Nair, right wing corner. Trumbley going to put him into the wall. Still tied up, loose side of the net, and Trumbley will be able to get it away behind. But look out, he had it dispossessed. Now into the corner it goes. Trumbley reaching for it. Atkins going to get in front. He'll play it into the corner. Liarakos will help out. 50 seconds gone here in the second period, and Danville has been able to hem Columbus into their offensive zone. Trumbley up ahead. Liarakos, right wing circle. Liarakos playing it to the middle. Bondarenko tried to put that one on net. Gordichuk steered it away. Liarakos, right wing circle. Shot from Clausen. Blocked him into 2-on-0 the other way. Fred Hine, breakaway. Here it comes. Fires. Blocker save. Karpinski. Fred Hine, 25 goals scored this season, denied on the breakaway. Left point. Seth Ensor still with it for Danville. A shot. Zelak deflected it and sent it wide. Bondarenko chips this one out to center. Lennartson gets on the end of it. Left wing side. Ensor puts a big check onto him. Lennartson still with the puck, though. Left wing circle. He loses his edge. Zelak off the corner boards. Now it's taken away. Moskal with it, left wing circle. He tried to play it down behind the goal line, and Danville will get their bodies in the way of it. 2-on-2 battle. Near side corner in the Danville end to our left. 18:15 to go here in the second. 2-0 Columbus. Fred Hine will dump this one in, right wing corner. Karpinski will rim this one around, and on the far wall, Hayes will kick it, get it back to Kugler. Kugler will reverse it around to the near side boards. Getting in front of it there was Fred Hine. Hine knocks it off the box. 2-on-1 if he can get to that puck call. Got to it first. Moskal a little bit too far on the loose puck deke for himself. C.J. Hayes will collect this one just inside his own end. Far side circle. He skates back with it, dodging through a little bit of traffic, and now he'll stop it up behind the net. Jake Howie off the wall, up ahead for Hayes. He's into the neutral zone with it. Hayes, good move around a man standing still. Right wing side, he's into the line, 2-on-2. Hayes with the speed, backhand save made. Gordichuk, rebound still loose there. Moskal turning and shooting, blocked by Barakov. Loose on the far circle. Moskal with that high slot. He tries to get through a man, and going through him, Levi Armstrong. Crowd wants a call, but none coming. Levi Armstrong, right wing circle. He stops up. Howie stays with him the whole way. Howie will check him there and make him lose the puck. Right wing corner, Kugler rims this one around. Hayes couldn't get a stick on it there. He's gassed. He'll head off to the bench to change up. 17:05 to go here in the Liberty Utility second period. 2-0 Columbus. Into the zone by himself, Turner. Puck was way away from him, though. And Karpinski flips it to Howie, who sends it out. Dimmitt couldn't get on the end of it. Bukall just in front there. Graham able to hold it in. Dimmitt back for Graham off the wall. Left wing corner. Gullo in a battle there. He gets in front. Couldn't feed it to Bukall. Right wing circle. Waiting for it. Moskal to the middle. Krupp. What a save. Gordichuk. One-timer with some mustard on it for Jake Krupp. And this one's out of play up into the 200s as Levi Armstrong with a pretty darn clear delay of game on this one. 16:38 to go here in period 2. 2-0 Columbus. I'll tell you what. We got a two-tiered setup here at the Civic Center. 100 levels, go about 8 or 9 rows, and there's a 200 levels. There's a little bit of terracing between the two. And Armstrong flipped this about 2-3 rows into the 200s. I was almost worried I'd have to catch it. And I'm like 30 feet above the ice level. It's nuts. Delay of game against Danville. It's the third Georgia power play of the night for Columbus. Danville will dump it out to the red line, though. Oslin will have it in front of the benches. Levi Armstrong for delay of game. Columbus is 1 for 2 on the Georgia power play tonight. MJ Graham skates this one to the zone, dropping it back. Nair read it. Nair's going to send this one up into the air. Oslin gives chase. Tyler Quintos trying to race after him. And Quintos will put a big check onto Oslin there. He's got the puck left wing side, and Oslin's hurt. Oslin is hurt. That puck went into his zone. And so the referee's going to blow play for player safety. And oh man, Oslin is hurt, and MJ Graham first near him. MJ Graham, one of the key factors to recruit David Oslin to this team. They're both from Montreal, Quebec. And Oslin, who took a big check, and he was on the ice as he made contact with the boards. So he had a chance to defend himself, but the contact was heavy. And Oslin is still down on the ice right now. And while Oslin is down and we're allowed to give him some time, we have a special guest that we are hooking up right now. So give us a quick second. And we'll tell you about a certain someone that y'all might like, because he's a fan favorite here in Columbus, or at least he has been for his recent play. And Oslin gets himself up to the roar of the crowd. That's good to see. And now we can bring in for some insight, number 4, Nick Wright. Hey, Nick, how we doing?
Good, buddy. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Well, I tell you what, that was a scary moment there from Oslin. To me, it looked like a clean hit. It was so fast, and he hit the boards in such an awkward position on his knees. Thankfully he's okay, and hopefully he's able to come back into this game.
Yeah, to take hometown bias out of it, I caught a bit of it, and it looked like a clean hit, and, I'm in a favor towards getting a little retaliation, but in all fairness, I think it was just an awkward hit and went down weird.
Yeah, and for you picked up a 4-game suspension, unfortunately, so you have to miss both of these games, so that's probably going to hurt you a little bit, too. You can't get to see Danville. Your next game eligible is up in Elmira.
Yeah, I've actually missed Danville twice now. I think both due to suspension, which is a little bit of a history, but...
Shot right off the face-off from Danville. We're back underway. 90 seconds to go here in this Danville power play. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Excuse me. We're on the Georgia power play. See, you came up here, Nick. You scrambled my brain a little bit. That's icing against the River Dragons. I was like, wait, we're shorthanded. That should be icing. No, it was. So, my bad there. 1:21 left in the Armstrong delay of game minor. There we go. And it'll be another offensive zone draw for the shorthanded Dashers.
No worries, buddy. I got to talk to a lot of fans on the way up here, but I figured I'd come and give you a surprise. Sorry I was so late.
That's okay. We appreciate it. Don't worry. There's a lot of steps. It keeps Scott Brand away a lot, too, and he feels bad for it as well. Shapitzin near far side corner, plays it over to Clouston. Behind the net, it will go again. Shapitzin to set up this rush. 1:10 to go here in the Georgia power play. Third of the game for Columbus. They're 1 for 2 so far today. The Aracos full of the scene, fighting through a back check of Barakov. He slows that one up into the corner. 2-on-2 battle. Bondarenko comes, fishes it out. Shapitzin left wing, over point to point. Now, Clouston a shot there, right circle, popped up into the air. Shapitzin couldn't hold that one in. Flipped out to the Columbus line, and Clouston will take it before Barakov could get to it. Bondarenko ahead for Lenartson. Now to Liarakos, left wing side. He waits. He's got patience. Left circle. Fires on a glove save made by Jesse Gordichuk. Saw that one the whole way, Nick. 15-19 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Columbus.
Absolutely. That's a good line. It was recently assembled. The boys are doing well. Lenny's a great acquisition that we got over here, and they're still kind of finding their groove there, but expect a lot in the future here out of those guys. Looking great in practice recently.
I tell you, the recent spurt of offense, really, any line that seems to connect has been good. We've seen Moskal, Dimmitt, and Hayes go for some. Of course, when Graham, Krupp, and Bondarenko, that seems to be the most steadiest line. But even then, when they get broken up, they sprinkle that scoring magic throughout. The offense has been flowing. At least 4 goals in every game in calendar year 2020. And you can also go back to New Year's Eve. That 8-6 loss to Carolina was also 4+. Fred Hine, left wing side, trying to center it to Atkins, knocked away by Hayes, and Howie collects behind his net. Under 30 to go here in the Georgia power play. River Dragons trying to move this one up. Moskal off the wall, taking this one in. Right wing side is Kugler. Kugler from the hash, drops it back to Hayes. Hayes now to the bottom of the circles with it. Coming with it on the forehand. Left wing side, up the wall. Moskal firing to the back door, and Kugler wasn't ready for it. Kugler, right wing corner, battling there, able to pass it over to Dimmitt. Dimmitt from underneath the goal line. Kugler, the right wing circle. Back for Dimmitt underneath. Dimmitt takes a check there from Bukal. Kugler with it, right wing corner. Out of the box comes Armstrong. Kugler to the middle. That one loose in the slot, and the Dashers will take it away. Off the glass, Armstrong got checked there by Howie as he holds it in left point. Oh, and then Moskal ended up taking down Hayes by accident. 2-on-1 for the Dashers the other way. Fred Hine left circle across for Atkins, and too far for himself as Atkins couldn't reach that wide with the stick. Howie will dump this one down to the Danville blue line. Will be collected by Seth Ensor. 14-12 to go here in the second. 2-0 Columbus. Your thoughts on that power play, Nick?
You know what? We got to get a little bit less sloppy, a little bit more shots on net, and really test this goalie. We've done well early testing him, so stick with your strengths.
Ensor from behind the net. He's into the zone. Shapitzin finishes him off with a big hit, and that'll get the crowd into this one. Graham overskated it, but left it for Shapitzin. He'll move it from the red line. Left wing side, trying to dump it in. Knocked away there by Tesorero. Klauston has it back in his own end. Off the wall in front of the Danville bench. Now Follis dumps it in from the right side of red. It rims around. River Dragons trying to change a couple of bodies behind this. Tesorero fishes it out. Klauston dumps it back in, delayed offsides. 13:35 to go here in the second. 2-0 Columbus. Follis will hold that one in right point. Stick shattered there on Justin Brosnan. Trumbley a shot. That one blocked in front. Trumbley finds it the high slot, but it's touched by the Dashers, and a delay penalty was signaled by the back official. And we get a slashing call on that one. 13:27 to go in the second. Nick, what'd you see there?
You know what? I wasn't paying so much attention to the slashing, but Chase Foulis being inserted with this Graham and Krupp line, it's very common that he gets rolled in there by Coach Boom Boom. You know what? That's a great line. They're setting up a lot of opportunities there and kicking it back to the D, which is not something you see so much in this league. So great use of your defenseman.
Do you see what I did there? I didn't see it either, so I deferred to you, hoping you'd seen it. But alas, you've exposed us both.
Oh, you know what? I figured the fans wouldn't notice.
Brosnan picks up the 2-minute minor for slashing. The Danville captain will sit, and it's the fourth Georgia power play of the night for the River Dragons. 1 for 3 previous, 8th best in the FPHL, takes the ice. Santa Paula left wing circle. Howie, a shot blocked away by Gordachuk. Here's Bondarenko, right wing corner for Santa Paula behind the net. He's taking some checks from Troy Murray. Puck scores free. Lirakos takes it to the middle. Bondarenko backhand, a save made by Gordachuk. Bondarenko got that pass in the dangerous area, but not a lot to shoot at. Still 2-0.
Yeah, you know what? The boys are working it down low really well right now. We got a forward back playing defense. It should create a lot of opportunities and a lot of offense here.
Face-off coming to the left of Gordachuk. Lennartson going to get waved out of this one. In comes Tim Santapalo. He'll take this one against Quintos. Quintos tries to win it forward. Bondarenko dropped it there. And now here's Lennartson with it left wing circle. He fights to a stick check. Nair takes it away from him. Nair one-on-one with Howie. Lennartson covers the far wing. Howie with a good hip check there. Knocks down Nair to the middle. Quintos stick tied up by Bondarenko. And the back official's got a penalty there. Interference is going to be the signal. And I kind of saw some contact behind the play there, Nick. And Yanni Lirakos is going to head off. Wasn't really even in the zone. Just got tied up with the man. Ended up dumping him, it looked like.
You know what? New age NHL, that's definitely a call, I would say. At this level of pro, it's hard to say. I would say it's honest contact and an honest play. But if the ref sees it on the ice, you got to go with it.
I tell you, it's one of those things that I think the FPHL is actually cleaning up a little bit by going to the 4-man system. Because as you've known, being a veteran in this league, the 3-man system, you can get away with a lot behind the play. And Lirakos kind of got caught right there by that back official. We're 4-on-4 here for another 90 seconds. CJ Hayes turning on the Jets. Left wing circle. Big check by Bukal. Knocked him into the corner there. Crowd doesn't like it. He lost his edge there too on top of it. Now here comes Danville. 2-on-1 if they want it the other way. Fred Hine, right wing circle. Waits, fires, shoulder save made. Cody Karpinski. Hine still with it, right circle. Glove save Karpinski, and he sticked the rebound into the corner. Barakov takes a check from Trumbley. CJ Hayes, right wing side, trying to dodge the referee. Now he takes a hit. Barakov tying him up along the wall. Trumbley comes out of the scrum. 55 seconds left to go here in the 4-on-4. CJ Hayes lost it near sideboard. Fred Hine, another 2-on-1. Right circle. Shot save made Karpinski. Rebound, he jumps on it. Hine drives the net, and the River Dragons don't like that. Hayes gets immediately into Hine's grill. Those two shove it at each other. Trumbley trying to get a piece of Hine as well. Hayes has lost his dome, and the linesmen separate everybody. Didn't see the referee pointing to the box, so it looks like we'll stay 4-on-4. 2-0 Dragons, 12:13 to go in the second. 47 seconds remain in the 4-on-4.
Definitely the pot calling the kettle black here. The boys got to stay very disciplined. This team, this Danville team, has no toughness. Quite frankly, they're not going to drop the gloves. They're not going to get physical. They're going to irritate. They're going to draw penalties, and that's what they're best at. And honestly, they're great on the power play. So the boys got to stay disciplined, take their chances when they can, and rectify things when they can.
They come into tonight's game with a 20.3% power play rate. That's about 1 out of every 5. And good for 4th in the FPHL, as you mentioned there, Nick. Quintos has this puck back in the neutral zone for Danville. Dash attacking left to right across your radio dial. Ensor with it, left wing circle. Stops up in the corner. Kugler waits for him, tries to hip check him. Kensor comes out with it. Right circle, Hoggood, rang it off the post. Back at Karpinski, and it stays out. Fallis, left wing side, skates this one out of danger. Nearly the first goal of the game for Danville. Fallis to the middle. What a save, Gordichuk. What a sauce pass there. Fallis to Graham, and it nearly connected.
An absolute beauty. These goalies are having a battle tonight and looking pretty good, but I like Carpy's odds here.
Left circle, high slot. Hoggood, a shot blocked in front by Fallis. Left circle, still with it, Danville. Ensor fakes the shot, takes it behind the net. Now right circle, Hoggood, and a glove save, Karpinski, as Justin Brazen comes out of the box, and it looks like somebody is heading in his place, but it's over on the other side. Preston Kugler takes a cross-checking minor. So this is big right now for Danville. Liracco still in the box for 25 seconds. Kugler in for 2. 5-on-3 here for Danville, and a chance to score quick enough to tie it up. This is huge for the PK to show up.
Absolutely, and that's what I was just talking about. Not to sound like Don Cherry, but like for the kids at home, they're never going to see what happened first. They're always going to see a retaliation. Kugler retaliates to an absolutely nasty slash behind the play. It was a little poke, but it was enough to irritate him. You can't do that with this Danville team. They're not going to respond.
Dimmitt will win the draw. Lennartson from behind the net. He'll send that one off the glass, but Bukal gloves it down. Left point with it. Played it off the stick. Lennartson couldn't go on a rush. Bukal left wing circle to the bottom. Here's Fred Hine. He waits. Whiffs on the pass. Now from behind the net. Left wing corner to Atkins. 8 seconds left in Liracco's minor. Pass backdoor deflected on net. Karpinski the glove save. High slot Bukal. Backdoor to the middle. Near tied up. Heinragen off the outside of the post. And out of the box comes Liracco's. 5-on-4. Fred Hine doesn't miss too many like that, so you got to call yourself lucky there. Pass goes through Hine's legs. Near side circle. Dumps now 10:45 to go in the second.
Absolutely there. Heiner, sun's coming down from the FP, has gained so much patience, and he's doing so well in this league. You got to be surprised he missed that one.
3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill, and now Liracco has taken it away offensive zone. Liracco spins it back at the left point. He'll play a little bit of four corners. Dumping this one down now, Shapitzin. It rims around, too fast for Gordichuk. Graham couldn't get on the end of that one, and Sam Turner spins away from a check. 55 seconds left to go in this Danville power play that was once a 5-on-3. Just about halfway through the second, it remains 2-0 Columbus on goals from Wyatt Trumbley and C.J. Hayes in the first period. Right wing side into the zone. Armstrong takes a big check. He loses the puck. Graham flips it blue line to blue line. 35 seconds left to go, and the minor penalty to Kugler. Tesorero ahead. Barakoff trying to go one-on-one. Cuts to the left wing side, and Shapitzin gets his stick in the shooting lane first. Fallis missed on a hit. Backhand glove save, Karpinski. Fallis missed on a check. That gave Barakoff a ton of time. But Cody Karpinski, he's as hot a net minor as I think you can get right now in the FPHL.
Absolutely. Carpy was looking great. Dialed in, absolutely smoking right on this morning when he was in pregame skate. And you know what? Rudder's looking great too. But Carpy's got it going on right now. That's just clearly being dialed in and ready to play.
Those two guys have shutouts 8 days apart from each other, has shown you that even though in the FPHL, especially recently, goaltending's become tumultuous, we've seen many guys go up and down. Like Gordichuk was just in the SPHL about a week ago. So guys have been moving all around, but it's nice to have a solid battery, and they've produced results recently.
Absolutely.
Face off to the right of Karpinski, won by Danville. Here's Ensor with it left point. A shot save made Karpinski. Rebound, a pad save. He got to that one too. Lennartson pushing Karpinski onto the puck because he saw it. He was holding the goal line. And that one will end up onto the netminder. 17 seconds left in Kugler's minor. 9:39 to go in the second. 2-0 Columbus.
You got to appreciate that. Carpy, you know what? Just standing on his head right now for the boys. He knows they put up 2 big goals, so he's got to back them up with 2 big stops.
Dashers have 24 shots on goal. Carpy's seen them and stopped them all. He adjusts his equipment after that latest scrum. MJ Graham comes to take this draw against AJ Tesorero. Tesorero false starts, but stays in. A reset, dropped again. Graham with some forward pressure, one back into his corner, but now Barakoff has it. Up the wall, here's Ensor, skating to the center point. Fires a shot, great block in front by Hayes. Hoggood with this one, right wing circle. At the point, spins around, dumps it down behind the net, off the kick plate weird. Here's MJ Graham, now off the wall, trying to feed Kugler, and Kugler wasn't ready for it there, trying to go on a one-on-one break. 4 for 4 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight is Columbus. Tesorero jumps into the zone, right wing circle, spins it back at the hash, looking for some passing lanes. Moves it to the right wing corner. Armstrong trying to get out of a check there. Lennartson pushes it, but not out. Ensor over to an open left wing. Golo a shot. Glove save into the mesh. Out of play, and we get a media timeout. 8:56 to go in the second. 2-0 Columbus on the Columbus River Dragons.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeadsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Hey, y'all. Ever wonder what it's like to eat like a real New Yorker? Stop in for carved New York strip steak and butterfly shrimp at Golden Corral. Get all you want of our juicy hand-carved New York strip steak and crispy jumbo butterfly shrimp. So good, you won't be able to forget about it. Carved New York strip and jumbo shrimp. Available at dinner every weekend for a limited time. Only at Golden Corral. The only one for everyone.
Carved New York strip and butterfly shrimp available Friday and Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m. Missed the game last weekend? No problem. Catch all the highlights and analysis on all things River Dragons with the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show on WLTZ NBC 38, Thursday afternoons 5 to 5:30. Or catch segment replays on our official YouTube page. Just search Columbus River Dragons and stay up to date with all the content the River Dragons have to offer. Remember, the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show is Thursdays 5 to 5:30 on NBC 38 TV.
Back here at the Civic Center, puck is just dropped and we're back underway. River Dragons have won a defensive zone draw. It's 3-on-2, left wing side. He drops it back. Here's Moscow, left circle, deeks to the middle, and poking it off the stick second. So with a good defensive play. Now Hines going to get it back for answer. 3-on-2, Danville can hustle. Hines over for Barikov, shot right circle, blocked in front by Trombley. Near side of the net, Kugler going to flip this one. Far wall, Hayes, but he couldn't get it out. Checked there by Zillak. Now look out, stick battle behind the net, loose in the slot, backhand, just wide of the glove hand, and Zillak couldn't put it home for Danville. Here comes Dimmitt the other way, left wing side, 3-on-3 as he hits the line, drops it back. Moskal couldn't go through the legs of a defenseman, taking it away and up the boards, Barikov. Now he hits Zillak in stride. Zillak couldn't go through Trombley, good active stick right there from one of Columbus's goal scorers. He'll dump it down. It does not have enough for icing, say the linesman. 8 minutes to go in the second.
You got to appreciate this line, and you know what? An underrated star here is Dimmitt. Obviously, he's got 2 big shooters on his line, and the guy's doing all the greasy thing. Oh, there we go.
Got some rough stuff in the middle.
Yep,
Moskal and Fred Hine, they're asking for it. Oh, Moskal just gave a punch over there. Bukal, excuse me. There's Nair at wing corners. Play still going on, and Columbus said San Paulo will touch it. And here's what we were talking about, or at least what you were talking about, Nick, is Moskal give a chop there to Bukal. Moskal and Bukal, chest to chest. Looked to me like we were, sure as you know what, going to have a fight. But it ended up not happening, and Moskal takes the retaliatory penalty here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's tough. Moskal stood up for himself there, and Bukal got it with him on that. And good for Bukal. You know what? He answered the call, and he was going to go. Moskal thought he was drawing the penalty to even up what happened earlier. But they always catch a retaliation, and I'm just as guilty as any. So I think we're going to end up here on the PK.
Houston Clinic penalty kill will be on for the 5th time tonight as we wait for the penalty to go up on the board. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. And quickly, Nick, just look at what Moskal's done since he's become a River Dragon. First game, just a goal. Okay, good, decent start. And for him, apparently not good enough. A 3-point night, 5-point night, and then back-to-back 4-point nights in Watertown. The man's averaging over 3 points a game since donning a River Dragons jersey.
Reminds me of a young Nick Wright in Pee Wee.
Tell you what, Nick Wright is a Gordie Howe hat trick, though. Moskal can't say that. Shot right off the gate from Danville, saved by Karpinski. Linesman quicker to jump in there in the middle of all that. 5 seconds gone in the minor to Moskal. So for you math majors out there, that's 1:55 left to go. And the Houston Clinic penalty kill, 7:42 to go in the second. We get a face-off to the right of Karpinski. It'll be Atkins going against Learakos. Linesman waits, takes a drop. Atkins will tie up and win it. Brazen having it here, fires a shot from the top of the circles, and that went off Dimmitt into the mesh and out of play with 7:37 to go in the second.
Now, you know what? It gets confused a lot, and for the player or the family at home, watch it on video. Dimmitt very slow off the start. Don't worry about that. The guy's reading the play. He gets his stick in the lane. He's just, good body positioning. You don't have to work hard. You just got to work smart.
That's one of those things on the penalty kills, too. It's so much about skating, but also so much about reading and being in the right spot. Look out, loose. I just shot a pet save by Karpinski. Danville putting pressure on the slot, but Karpinski tall to the task in his crease, and it's dumped down the length of the ice.
Yeah, Carby getting right in front there, and so DeMint had a great play. Carby backing him up. He's taking a deep breath in. This is what we need right now from our goalies.
Bukal, right wing side, skates into the zone all by himself, has it behind the net, dodging a check from Howie Atkins from an acute angle and holding onto his post. Karpinski, Lirakos wanted to go on a breakaway. The pass was high over his head, though. He couldn't glove it down, and here's Gordachuk, bottom of the circles, flips it a long way away, connecting on a pass, but Barakov couldn't hold on to that puck. Now here's Shapitzin. He's going to try this one. 1-on-2, a pass to Dimmitt, not on target. Danville takes it away. 55 seconds left to go in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. Brozin across, poked there by Klauston, but not out. Left point, held in there. Over to Barakov. Now Barakov back for Tesorero. Left wing circle. Hoggood off the bench. Fires a shot. Shoulder save. Rebound. Klauston able to clear it before Tesorero buried it. Left point. Sam Turner to the corner. Klauston able to block that centering feed. Tesorero still with it though. Up to the top of the circles. Graham out in but not out there. And as now here's Sam Turner, left point. Dodges around a man. Dodges around two. Back to the middle. Great poke check there by Shapitzin. And Lirakos, he got knocked off the puck, but Klauston skates it out of danger and dumps it down the length with 20 seconds left, the man advantage.
Boom, boom. Clearly feeling confident here. He had a very offensive penalty kill out there. The boys are looking good. Take a little bit of a chance here and bury the Danville Dashers.
Well, it's something the River Dragons are good at it. But first, Tesorero scores. Quintos for Tesorero, and there's the first one past Karpinski in about 4.5 periods. A power play goal as Moscow had 4 seconds left to go there. And it's 2-1 Columbus, 5:51 to go in the second.
Hey, so just like I said, you're up by 2. You take the chance. 2's the worst lead in hockey. So he took a little bit of a chance with some great offensive talent out there. Not that they lack in the PK, but that's what's going to happen. We're cheating a little bit. The boys will reset here. Coach knows that, and that's why he's putting another line out. We'll get it under control and lock back down here.
Well, I was going to say, too, one of those things with the PK taking some offensive chances. Columbus is obviously good at that. They lead the league with 11 shorthanded goals this season.
Well, when you look at guys like MJ Graham, when they're playing PK for you, they have a clear attitude for being able to score goals while being on the PK. So they're reliable and they're efficient, but they can still score.
A.J. Tesorero, the Boulder, Colorado native, picks up his 11th goal of the season, assist to Tyler Quintos out of Richmond Hill, Ontario. 2-1 Columbus, just over 5 minutes to go here in the second at the Civic Center. Hayes drops it back. Moskala shot looking short side, but sent it high. Right point Kugler to the middle. That one saved by Gorchuk through a screen. Hayes trying to poke it through feet, couldn't get it through Armstrong. He'll move it up into the neutral zone. 3-on-3, but he'll dump it in through center ice. Karpinski slows it up there off the corner boards. Here's Dimmitt with it now. Dimmitt trying to get it out. That one popped up off a stick and hit Armstrong in the visor. He's okay, though, and that's why we have those things now.
Absolutely. Some of us wish we could not have them for our hands, but decent safety addition.
Dimmitt flips this one out of play over the Columbus bench. They rule a deflection. It was in the neutral zone anyways. Well, we got a second. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons radio.
Your
network.
home for the Columbus River Dragons, WRCG Columbus and W221 DP Columbus, 92.1 FM.
Face-off coming opposite the Danville bench. Lirakos against Atkins on this one. Danville will win it. Bukal, red line pass, dumped into the zone by Ensor. Karpinski slowed it up there. Lenartson has it behind the net. 2-1 Columbus. 4:50 to go here in the second. Danville with a decisive lead in shots right now, though. 30-19. The Swamp Fox Distilling Co. shot counter. Lirakos dropped it back. Nobody home, but intercepting it there. Lenartson. He'll dump it down to Lenartson. A huge cross check behind there onto Gullo. Excuse me, that's Nair. Nair was looking for a call, none coming. I got to be honest with you, a little surprised by it. This one, cross-ice dump. Nair trying to get around Howie. He's with it on the outside, right wing, bottom of the circles. Howie pokes it off him in the corner. Atkins for Nair. Howie got in the way of that one, too. Right wing hash. Bukal pitches on the play. Bukal trying to go to the middle. Pinballing around feet. Lenartson tried to get it out. He whiffed. Atkins with it left circle. Putting it to the far near side, And Howie's able to collect it off the corner boards and sending it far side to Lenartson. He'll flip that one to center. And it's into a bench and out of play. Looks like that one's in the Danville bench around head coach Ray Tremblay of the Danville Dashers. I want to apologize to the Danville fans as we were alerted by Danville media. It's Ray, and we were saying Rod a couple of times. We apologize for that. Ray Tremblay, Danville coach, found that puck, ended up near him. As it's an out of play, And the referees are talking about this. Nick, to me, it seemed that puck ended up in Danville's bench inside the glassed area. Did it not end up there?
I believe so. You know what? We're a little bit up here. My eyes are not so good. But I wonder what are they talking over? Is it going to be an out of play penalty or? Oh, they are. Wow, look at this.
It is going to be a delay of game penalty, it looks like, as the Columbus penalty box door is open.
No, I got to talk to Ray this afternoon, and he said, you know, they had a lot of guys at home that couldn't travel, certain veterans like Brad Denny, you know, a big offensive power from their blue line, a shutdown defenseman at the same time, but he still felt confident. Ray, a great guy, even as an opposition, but tonight I'm hoping that we can shove it a little bit there.
And no, they're not going to call this penalty now, but it will be an offensive zone draw for Danville. I guess they're going to say that one went off the glass and out. I thought it was in the Danville bench, so maybe I was wrong. By the way, speaking of Danville, I mean, you mentioned a couple of guys not being able to travel. Still got the job done, though, in Port Huron 3-2 on the back of that Fred Hine hat-trick. So, you know, Danville's feeling good, even though they had to make the long drive from Michigan to Georgia. Left point shot coming in from Murray. That one went wide of the blocker hand on Karpinski. 3:55 to go here in the second. 2-1, Columbus leads. Barakov dodges a check, got it there to Zilak. He'll try and dump it ahead. He hit Shapitzin in the body with it, and then Shapitzin finished off his check nicely in front of the fans. Hoggood sends it ahead. Barakov deflect, no icing here. 3:40 to go in the Liberty Utilities second period. Klauston skates this one far circle, whiffed on the dump there. Fred Hine couldn't get it back to a man. Fallis kicks it out to center. Hoggood sending this one ahead. Barakov from the red line. 3-on-2 as he goes to center of ice. Dropping on left wing side. Hine a shot, glove save. Made there by Karpinski. And you see Alex Shapitzin clearing the way so his netminder can see it. 3:22 to go in the second. 2-1 Dragons.
So Zippy, as the boys call him, number 2, Shapitzin. What a huge pickup. Coming back from the SPHL. He had a decent tenure while he was up there, but it's a huge addition to our back end. Great on the offensive power, great in his own D zone, and a huge leader in the locker room.
He's one of those guys that's just stocky. He's so built, it's tough to get him off the puck. So when you check Alex Shapitzin, you know you've got a pretty good check.
Oh, man, the guy's an absolute meat wagon.
It's a good way to describe it. Dimmitt, left wing side, 2-on-3 as he hits the line. Dimmitt trying to filter it through for Hayes. Left wing hash, he pushes it through. Moskal, a shot and a shoulder save by Gordichuk, holding onto the near post. Turner tries to poke that one out. Trombley holds in. Center point a shot. Shoulder save. Gordichuk. Hayes runs into the Danville netminder. That's going to draw some contact. And we got a penalty coming up on the backside official. Nick Gullo chopped down C.J. Hayes after Hayes ran into his netminder. And I think, once again, Nick, what you've been talking about since you've been up here, the retaliatory penalties. This time, though, it seems to go against Danville. But it looks like they're also getting Hayes, too. So was the arm up on Hayes' contact? I didn't see that. I saw it go up, but not on the Hayes contact or on the Gullo cross check.
I think I'd be remiss if I commented on the officiating. You know what? They're doing the best best job they can tonight. I believe the contact initially was on Hayes, but the retaliatory on Danville, which is a rarity. They actually keep it under control very, very well. So, you know what? Good for them keeping a non-biased standpoint on this game.
I got to be honest with you. I mean, again, we usually see the retaliatory stuff called, and Gordichuk was out of his crease. Now, a goaltender's never fair game, obviously, but out of his crease, you'd expect a little bit of contact, and Hayes did run into him. So if that was the call, and then Gullo cross-checked him back, or I wonder if the Gullo cross-check and the referee said, all right, I got to take both now. Either way you slice it, it's going to be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes, with 2:57 to go in the Liberty Utilities second period.
Now, this lineup here, you have 3 forwards out and Jake Howie. Jake Howie actually began his pro career as a forward, but has transitioned very smoothly to defense. This is a great lethal setup. You have 3 guys that can clearly score. Howie that understands the defensive side of it, but also can move the puck just like a forward and thinks like one.
Yeah.
I look for big things here.
Anton Lenartson's played a good handful of games at D, and he's lined up as a D now, but you're right. He's played years of forward as well, and with a career in Watertown, Elmira, among other places. Howie left point, holds this one in, rims around. It's found by Lenartson right point. 4-on-4 here. Howie left point. Left circle to Moskal. Back up for Howie left point. He fakes the shot. Now fires, stick save, rebound loose in the slot. Moskal finds it off of Buchal's clearance, but he couldn't control it. Tesorero behind the net, plays it behind him for safe for keeping. Near side circle. Turner gets a stretch pass ahead. He comes into the zone right wing side against Howie. Howie lines him up for a hip check. He lost it there. Turner did. and it went through on net, and Karpinski saw it through the legs of Lennartson, jumps on it for a whistle. 2:26 to go in the second, 1:29 left in the 4-on-4, 2-1 Columbus.
Yeah, you know what, the boys there, obviously going to be a little bit of riverboat gambling. As far as shots on net go, that was kind of a slow on their ice shot. It wasn't a great opportunity, but for having 4 offensive-minded people out there, that's not a bad situation.
Nick, I got a funny story to tell you about. Hang around with me during the intermission.
Absolutely.
Left side of Karpinski, Columbus wins the draw, and now moving this one up, Wyatt Trumbley into the neutral zone. Bukal whiffed on it there. Bondarenko trying to lift the stick. Bukal in his defensive zone, can't get it out. Trumbley pinched there for a moment. Now Nair lays it back to the Danville defense. 2:10 left to go here in the second. 2-1, Columbus leads. Face off, on the near side circle. Ensor trying to move this one up and out. He'll hit Quintos with the pass in front of the Columbus bench. Knocked down on a second pass, Bondarenko, but it falls for Ensor, delayed off sides. And the Dashers will touch it there as we're under 2 to play in the second. Still 2-1 Columbus. Dashers with a 10-shot lead, 32-22 in the Swamp Fox Distilling shot counter.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that this is a very small detail that people will miss often, is come back through the middle. Bondarenko got his stick because he circled back through the middle there. That's a small play that makes a huge difference, and that's what the boys have been working on a lot lately.
And 4-on-4 with so much ice out there, you really can't afford to be lazy. You got to get back as quick as you can. Ensor, right wing circle. Atkins laying it back, and Bondarenko, right place, right time. Ahead for Lirakos. Half breakaway, left wing side. Lirakos stops back, spin move. Trumbley backhand. What a save, Gordachuk. Down on his belly, made the glove save. Trumbley got cross-checked at the end of it. Crowd does like it, but we have seen more and not called, so nothing's going to happen there, Nick. What a play, and what a heads-up play by Yanni Lirakos. Most people take that half breakaway, try and drive the net. Not Yanni. Spin back, found space, and Trumbley, right place, right time on the pass.
Absolutely. You know what? Yanni had a lot of patience there. And then I believe Wyatt trying to pay a little dividends here. He's a beautiful guy, but he's got a rock-solid body. There's no way he fell over there. He's probably trying to get a little bit of extra after the whistle.
Well, Trumbley's already got a goal in this one. He scored the power play goal, 11:54 into the first to open the scoring. So it would have been a rare 2-goal night if he would have buried that one for Trumbley. I don't know if he's had too many of those, to be honest with you.
No, you know what? I don't believe so. I play with him in the SB, and I don't think he had a 2-goal night there either.
Klauston, right point, holds that one in for a moment. Diving play, Danville can't get it out. Klauston, right circle, firing, what a glove save! As MJ Graham was just denied by Jesse Gordachuk. Gave it a little flair too, but I think that was a more desperation glove save because that was a late pass by Klauston.
Oh yeah, and you know what, MJ, a lot of patience on the guy, looking for that tight corner. He's in a tight spot, still to get the shot off, good on him.
Face off to the left of Gordachuk, 1:20 to go here in the second. 2-1 Columbus. Fall as fall starts, and Danville's going to get thrown out. Wow. A big false start by Fall. He gets thrown out of a lot of circles, let's be honest. But Danville just stood there and got thrown out. I don't mean to laugh. That was a weird one. Murray, near side boards, sends it to the far end. Nobody home for Danville. MJ Graham comes back into the zone onside. Graham right circle. The fall is at his feet. Backhand save made off the chest and into the glove of Gordachuk. And all of a sudden, it's a shooting gallery on the Danville netminder. He made a little something. He's unhappy with his defense.
Yeah, he wanted to change up there. A veteran goaltender, from what I've heard, he'll call in D and send out the D. He was ready for a change.
1:05 to go here in period 2. Columbus trying to get themselves back in the shot total here. Still down a touchdown, 32-25. Face off to the left of Gordachuk. Quintos wins it away from Moskal. Behind the net, it'll go. And Hawgood tries to chip this one up. It went through the legs of a man as Dimmitt knocked it down for a moment. Team's back 5-on-5 as we're under a minute to go in the Liberty Utility second period. Shot high and a long way away. That was off the stick of Troy Murray. Now near side boards. Moskal flips this out, but it goes off the glass. 2 different striped shirts today. So no delay game penalty there. Dodge for the Columbus Riverdragons. 45.5 to go in the second. We're back to 5-on-5.
Absolutely. You know what? Sometimes that's a hard call to make, and a lot of fans won't give the stripes, benefit of the doubt. That is a weird angle, and I'm glad they make the right call there.
Face-off coming to the right of Karpinski.
Yeah,
a little bit
Karpy
of a delay.
looking. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
Yeah, no, Karpy looking really good there, and we got a very high-performing lineup. Let's see how we do 5-on-5.
Danville won it, but Columbus took away with anticipation. To the head, CJ Hayes looking at the speed, firing, and a shoulder save made there by Gordachuk. Popped up left wing corner. Hazel with it, trying to move it up the wall. Ran into his own man as Gullo dodged a check. And now he'll play it back behind the goal line for Bukal. 25 seconds to go here in the second. Danville hemmed into their own end. Wyatt Trumbley holds it in right point. Right circle Moskal. Waits to the high slot. Nice inside deke, but then Bukal stayed with him to poke it wide. Trumbley to Moskal in the corner. High slot read there by Gullo. Check that Nair, and he takes it away. Nair going to move this one up. Here's Quintos, left wing side. Spins away from a check from Howie. Coming in Gullo, off the crossbar and out. That one that close to tying up this game in the late stages. 2 seconds left. Howie looks, fires, save made. Kordichuk. And that will be the end of 40 minutes. Couple of late chances in that period. Danville within an inch, I'd say, of tying up this game late. And then Howie with a good shot at the end there.
Yikes, yeah, that, you know what, you never want to go into the intermission with a goal like that. 7 seconds left, it'll deflate a room, I'll tell you what. But Carpy, that was a great shot. Carpy square to the puck, ready to roll, high glove, ready to rock. He took away everything he had, so he had to shoot in a very small area, not giving the shooter a very good chance.
Danville, the only goal in that period, but Columbus retains the lead. They're up 2-1 through 40 minutes of play. And now we head to the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. second intermission report. It comes up after this on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Kate.
And we're not just literal taste buds. We're best buds. And we love Pepsi.
Sure, we live inside your mouth.
But that doesn't mean we don't enjoy the finer things.
Pepsi incoming! Amazing. That's what I was thinking.
It's like we share the same mouth, Kate.
Forever and ever, Nate.
Make your taste buds happy and pick up a delicious, refreshing Pepsi.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just 1.5 miles from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Say hello to your friend in wireless, a friend with awesome plans. Smile, you're on Cricket. Say hello to your friend in wireless, a friend who gives you a free Samsung J2 Pure when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket. Ends November 21st. Must port in and activate new line on minimum $55 a month voice plan. First month service charge and tax due at sale. Activation fee $25. Additional fees, usage, and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details. Do you own a home that needs an exterior tune-up? Window World is proud to take integrity to a new level with the best price, product, and warranty guarantee on windows, siding, doors, and more with professional installation. If you want the highest quality product at the lowest price, backed by a lifetime warranty, call or click Window World for your free, no-obligation in-home estimate today. Window World, simply the best for less. Call, click, or visit Window World today.
Over 25 years ago, Curves changed women's fitness by delivering studio fitness without the premium price. While the workouts are only 30 minutes, you'll feel the benefits long after. Unlike traditional gyms, a Curves membership gives you the tools and support you need to reach your goals and set the stage for a healthier, more active future. Visit your local Curves gym at 6100 Veterans Parkway or call them 706-653-2242. Curves, build strength, balance, and community today for a healthy tomorrow.
Tired of that same old company outing? How about sprucing it up with your Columbus Riverdragons? Or want to make your child's next birthday a truly memorable one? Bring your group to a Columbus Riverdragons game. Groups of 15 or more receive bulk pricing starting at just $12 a person with packages that will keep you and your whole group happy and entertained. For information on getting your business, organization, or party to our games, give the Riverdragons a call at 706-507-4625 or get details at ourdragons.com.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons 2, Dashers 1 through 40 minutes of play. We're on the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. second intermission report. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Nick Wright. Thankful enough to have him join us for, I'm assuming, the remainder of this game, right? Are you having a good time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving it up here, and I'm, interfering with your job, so that's great.
Well, we appreciate it. You still have 2 more games on your suspension, unfortunately.
One more game after this.
You know what? One more game in a period.
One game in a period.
All right,
give me a break.
Let's call it that. All right, that's true. I don't like to count this game until it's over because I've seen some stuff from the Fed, and you have too. But we'll discuss that another time.
Yeah.
Dashers scored the only goal in that period, 14:09 mark of the second. It was power play tally, and it was A.J. Tesorero, the Boulder, Colorado native, his 11th of the season. Assists going to Tyler Quintos. And, Nick, we saw the River Dragons penalty kill. It was doing well so often. They were feeling good. They were taking some chances, too. And I don't know if the chances necessarily created that goal so much as a good rush and a good break into the zone.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime there's a goal on a penalty kill, it's a systematic breakdown. They obviously have the man advantage, but if you play it right, there shouldn't be a goal. It was on the rush, and the boys did the best they could regrouping there, but tough bounce.
That's the only goal to speak of in second period. Shots on goal through 40 minutes of play, 32-27 in favor of the Dashers, but that period was tied 18-18, and of course Danville with the only goal. Special teams right now, Riverdragons 1 for 4 on the Georgia power play, and 4 for 5 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. 4 for 5, 80%. You figure you kill one more, you get back to your season average. It's probably a pretty good night, all things considered, if that's the way it goes on the special teams.
Yeah, you can't complain. And the boys, honestly, recently in practice, and I know you guys can't see this at home, and I know I'm blowing smoke here because I'm part of the team and telling you in the intermission, but the power play started to click, and as you can see, just between 5-on-5 and even the power play and even the penalty kill, things have started to really, really click. Boom Boom has really taken charge of this team, and he's really brought a new, let's say, structure to the power play, penalty kill, and the 5-on-5 play, and he's starting to bring in the players and the systems that he wants to incorporate.
You know, you mentioned how you're a team guy. You're a real big team guy. Showing up for the Instagram story there. You mentioned you're a real big team guy. Now, the guys at Bus League got a hold of me and got a hold of many different media people in the league, and they're doing a little players survey, and their results are coming out on Monday, but they wanted to give me a sneak peek because they heard you on the call. They want to let you know, and I'm very surprised to hear this, you've received votes in the nicest player in the league category. And I don't know what that says about you, or did you vote for yourself?
I actually didn't vote for myself, and I'll come clean on the media here. I voted for Jake Krupp, which is not a bias because I played against Kruppy, then I played with him. The guy's an absolute warrior, and you know what? At the same time, he has a crazy amount of respect for the game. If I got nicest player on the ice, somebody's playing a practical joke.
Yeah, are you surprised by that? I mean, that seems to be a little bit of a, maybe a little shot at you almost.
If it was a shot, that's a funny one, but I definitely thought between me, Joe Pace, and Mafoose, we'd be running for worse player to play against.
I believe it for sure. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, around the FPHL, the Southern Hockey Scoreboard is next on the Columbus River Dragons radio.
Spirits as smooth as the blues. Swamp Fox Distilling Company is now open for tours and tastings 6 days a week. The best damn spirits in the world. Right here in Buena Vista, Georgia. Only 30 minutes from Columbus. Visit our website to book your tour today. SwampFoxDistillingCo.com.
Hey, this is MJ Graham with the Columbus River Dragons. When we score at home, you score at Burger King. 3 goals in a home game for us is good for a small frozen Coke for you. 4 goals gets you a small fry, and 5 goals gets you a Whopper Jr. Just bring your ticket from our high-scoring game to your local Burger King on Monday or Tuesday after the game. Tax applies on all promotion items. Promotional offers do not combine. So remember, fans, get loud and save those tickets when we score at home. Have it your way on the River Dragons at Burger King.
5 Star Painting is a proud sponsor of Columbus River Dragon Hockey. Like you, we're thrilled to have hockey back in Columbus. During a game, the walls inside the rink take a beating. Over time, the walls in your home may look a little rough too. Kids, pets, dust and dirt, they can all take a toll on your paint. 5 Star Painting can add new life and added value to your home. Our 32-step process and attention to detail are what sets us apart from the rest. Call us today for a free estimate, 706-405-4453.
Stay up to date on all things River Dragons with the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. Coaches Show, only on 92.1 FM and 1420 AM WRCG. Game recaps, coach and player interviews, and much more are waiting every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Don't forget to follow the River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when we're taking the show on the road to an establishment near you. That's the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. Coaches Show every Tuesday, 6 to 7 on WRCG.
back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 2, Dashers 1 through 40 minutes of play. We're on the Swamp Fox Distilling Co. second intermission report. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Nick Wright. Swamp Fox Distilling Co. proud sponsor of the intermission report and also our weekly coaches show, which you can hear Tuesday night, 6 to 7 p.m. on the home of River Dragons hockey, 92.1 FM, 1420 AM, WRCG. Maybe, Nick, we'll get you on after the suspension. You know,
let's not test the waters.
You know, you had a Gordie Howe hat trick, so I wanted to bring you on then, and then you got suspended, and I was like, I don't know how that really looks. So we'll see. We'll get you on for sure, because we know the people like hearing from you.
All right, appreciate it.
Let's take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Got a good game brewing over in Elmira. Port Huron jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Enforcers have been able to tie it up. It's 2-2, 7 minutes gone in the third. Zilkanich and Portillo in the first for Port Huron. Tucker in the second, and then Harrison in the third for Elmira.
You know what? Over there at that game, Corey Simons coming back from the SPHL. He had a little bit of a stint there with Pensacola. He's got to be taking care of business back over there. Other than my bias for our hometown goalies, he's one of the best goalies in the league. Brandon Tucker, obviously a force over there in Elmira.
About 4 minutes left to go in the third. Watertown's taking a lead on Delaware, 3-2. Vladimir Port, 1 minute and 2 into the third. That's the most recent Wolves. They've been back and forth in that one all game long. Moving on elsewhere, we've got a good East-West crossover matchup with some intrigue. Menor Icebreakers are the Carolina Thunderbirds, and I'm sure you've heard about the trade, Nick. Frankie McClendon got sent to Menor, and his first game as an Icebreaker is in the Thunderbirds' home barn. Now, you wouldn't think, they'd start him right away, and they didn't. Jordan Brandt got the start, but he gave up 2 goals in 5 minutes, and Frankie McClendon has been in the net since. He did give up 1. There about a minute left to go in the second period. The goal he gave up was to Joe Osaka, but when you consider that Frankie McClendon right now, by the count that I had kept, there's about 20 saves on 21 shots. Doing pretty well for his new team.
You know what? Frankie's a good goalie, and especially, I can't believe Mentor didn't start him. I understand the fresh goalie just coming into town, but he knows the team. He sees the shots. They should have started him right off the bat. The guy's a legit pro. Give him a chance.
It's a 3-3 set, so I have to imagine maybe they wanted to let him wait a little bit and get acclimated with the team, but no. Throw him right into the fire 5 minutes into the game. He has 22 saves on 23 shots by the official count in Carolina.
3-3 set. Yep, you give him the chance.
River Dragons up 2-1 over Danville, as you're hearing right here. And the Danbury hat-tricks taking it to Battle Creek right now. 7 minutes gone in the second. 4-0 hat-tricks goals. 2 from Shinkarok and 2 from Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson's second goal was 2 minutes into the second period on the power play.
Carter Shinkarok, huge acquisition by the Danbury hat-trick. Shane Morrissey, they're going to be a force to reckon with. I've played with them. Unbelievable and influential players, but don't sleep on those Rumblebees. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a comeback second half team.
And that Shinkarok name is pretty familiar if you're in the NHL AHL game with Hunter Shinkarok, obviously in the Vancouver system now. So that's at least at last check he was. Quickly, that's around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Quickly, the Southern Hockey scoreboard, Fayetteville 5, Evansville 4, 10:43 to go in the third there. Huntsville up 3-0 over Roanoke. They just dropped the second period in northern Alabama. Knoxville and Quad Cities are tied 1-1 through 20 minutes. Just dropped the puck in Peoria on the second period. Mayhem up 1-0 on the Rivermen. And 2-0 Pensacola as they get down with 30 seconds to play in the first. Flyers over the Bulls. ECHL level, the Atlanta Gladiators, they're in a game against the Toledo Walleye at the Huntington Center. Last check 2-1, 12 minutes to go in the third, and it's still 2-1 there. In the NHL level, all 3 of our teams are obviously off because tonight is the skills competition, and then Saturday we'll have the 3-on-3 contest, Atlantic versus Metro, Central versus Pacific in the semifinals. Let's take a break. When we come back, a look ahead to the Victoryland third period on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Candlewood Suites Northeast is the official hotel of the Columbus River Dragons. Your stay will be the best it can be with their spacious suites, full kitchens, and numerous upscale amenities that make your extended stay an extended pleasure. Give the call at 706-940-0900 or book your room online at ihg.com and searching for Candlewood Suites Northeast. Located at 6611 Whittlesey Boulevard in Columbus, Candlewood Suites is only minutes away from all the fun and excitement that area attractions have to offer.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Looking for the best pizza in town for the price? Look no further than Pizza Pronto in Columbus. Pizza Pronto on 2nd Avenue in downtown Columbus has some of the best dishes around, and they aren't stingy with the toppings either. Pizza, pasta, kebabs, and more. It's all great at Pizza Pronto. Call in a to-go or delivery order at 706-596-9855. That's 706-596-9855. Give them a like on Facebook and enjoy some of your favorite meals today.
Wiping out on the ice too much? Maybe it's time to get those skates sharpened. And what better place to do it than at the Dragon's Den Pro Shop in the Columbus Ice Rink? Friendly staff are waiting to assist you with your ice skating needs, whether it's hockey, figure skating, or public skating. Not a skater? That's okay. Swing on by and check out some of the River Dragon souvenirs stocked in our store, 400 4th Street, next to the Civic Center.
Get after it. Get after it.
I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Nick Wright. Nick, as we look ahead to the Victory Land third period, what do you think both these teams are saying in the locker room? Danville, the only goal of the second period, probably feeling good, even though they're behind.
Now, all right, let's start with my hometown team here, boys. I just gave you an MJ boys here, but you got to stay out of it. You know what? They're not going to respond. There's no matter what you do, they're not going to fight you. They don't want any part of it. They're going to draw the retaliation penalty. Stay out of it. Keep playing sound defense. You're up by 1. When you see the chance to take it. Danville side, you know that the River Dragons take penalties, and we like to get physical. Draw those penalties. You want the offensive opportunity. They have a veteran team. They have a high-scoring team, and they do not have a physical team. You got to take advantage of that and use it. It's like early 2000s Red Wings, you know? Hometown team, I understand that for sure.
Your hometown has shifted from Columbus to the Michigan area quite quickly, but we'll disregard that. For me, though, the big thing in the second period, we saw teams hemmed into their ends multiple times, and it was different teams. It was Danville hemming in Columbus, Columbus hemming in Danville. Well, now in the third period, where you don't have that long change, I'm expecting a lot more end-to-end action. If this turns to attract me, I like Columbus's chances just because they have fast guys out there, and they have some really fit dudes. But Danville also has legs for days. Will they hold up after playing on Wednesday? We'll find out. Victory Land third period comes up next on the Columbus River Dragons.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
CM Landscaping in Fortson, Georgia is your go-to for all your landscaping needs. They are a quality company looking to build your next dream backyard and provide upscale, high-quality work, whether it is landscape installation, lighting, grading, or water drainage. CM Landscaping can get the job done. Give them a call at 205-955-3159. And don't forget to give them a like on Facebook, too. CM Landscaping, 205-955-3159.
Bang, bang, won't stop till we're legend.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons 2, Dashers 1 with your 40 minutes of play, and the Zamboni is finishing up his last laps here at the rink. So, we're about ready for the Victory Land third period. We already gave our thoughts here, Nick. But I got to tell you, this has been a very entertaining game, and you got to like how these teams match up. Even though Danville took 7 out of 9 points the last time these two teams met up in that 3-3, they were pretty close games all throughout. Danville was just getting a little bit of step ahead every single time and holding Columbus back. Now that Columbus had the opening goal of the game and were able to keep Danville at bay a little bit, we'll see how those roles are when they're reversed.
Absolutely, but you got to give credit. Jerome or Coach Pritchard would be way more formal if his wife's listening. Sorry about that. You know what? He had to install a system. This is your Fed, SB, Coast, D1 players. He's taken all accounts here. but he's got to install a system, and Danville's got a lot of veteran players, so give it a little time, and you'll see what you got right here.
Absolutely. Those boos you hear let you know the officials are back on the ice. Danville will follow them shortly after, and then we'll see out Columbus, led out by Cody Karpinski. Here they come onto the ice. Karpinski will man the crease to our left. He's got 31 of 32 shots so far in this one. And the River Dragons in the third jersey, home teal, sash Columbus across the chest, black secondaries and pants, white helmets. They're going to move left to right across your radio dial, the Victory Land third period. Over to our right, Jesse Gordichuk gets ready to man the pipes, and the Dashers in the road whites with the black pants and numbers, orange secondaries, black helmets. They're going to move right to left. Gordichuk, 25 saves on 27 shots. You know, another thing too, Nick, remember the last time these two teams played here in Columbus, not counting the Athens game, this was the score. It was 2-1, and that was through a shootout. So these teams really love to play defensive hockey against each other.
Yeah, you know what? They got high flying offense. It's incredible how well they do on defense. The boys could do really well, and by the boys I mean Columbus here, could do really well in this 5-on-5 situation for the last 20 minutes. And in the shootout, it's really anybody's guess because Columbus has got a lot of great shooters, and so does Danville. I'll take my chips and I'll put them on Columbus either way.
Yeah, that shootout back the last time these teams played, which was December 28th, that Saturday, a 1-1 game. MJ Graham ended up getting the eventual winner. And then, remember, Jake Krupp had a chance to win it just like he did against Elmira in the opening weekend. Couldn't get it done, but of course, Rutledge was able to stand up to the task that night. We'll see if we're destined for more overtimes, but right now Columbus is a 2-1 lead as we are back and underway here in the Victory Land third period. Hine will dump this one in from the red line. Karpinski from behind the net, rims it around. Dimmitt rubbing shoulders with a man, and then he gets dumped down on a counter check. Atkins backdoor one-timer, and holding on to his post, Karpinski. Here's Parker Moskal moving to his right wing side, 3-on-2 if he wants it. Moskal could deke outside to in, playing inside of the net, and it popped up onto Gordichuk. He held on right along his goal line and kept that one from going out. 19:35 left to go here in the third. 2-1 Columbus, and right there, Parker Moskal's speed show you why he's such a valuable member of the River Dragons just 6 games into his tenure.
Absolutely. Moskal, parent since he's been here, but I want to give credit to Danville. Watch out for Mitch Atkins in this last period.
Yeah, Mitch Atkins is a guy I've always been a fan of in this league. Doesn't necessarily get the most points, but in terms of two-way forwards, he gets what he needs to do. He gets done what he needs to do across all 200 ice. Trumbley will chop that one into the Danville bench off a stick clash with Nair, and we'll get a neutral zone draw coming up. 19:28 to go in the third, 2-1 Columbus.
Yeah, you know what? Their stick shouldn't have been standing there. It's a simple case of that. And I believe we have a defenseman picking the stick up. Great for that stick.
On the bench, you see the stick. Sometimes they get knocked by pucks or players. Is that like the thing with like motorcyclists when the bikes get fallen over? Everyone looks, they get really mad, even though it's just a stick compared to a motorcycle?
Absolutely shouldn't have been standing there again.
From the red line, Moskal tries to intercept. Hine takes it away. Left wing, he dumps it in cross ice. Trumbley, right wing corner. Sends one up the wall. Atkins intercepts to the middle. That one went through Hine's legs as he was waiting for it on the back door. Left point, Quintos fires a shot. Blocked in front by Kugler. Hine across the crease. Nobody home in a white jersey. Here's Dimmitt in the neutral zone. 2-on-2. He passes right wing to Hayes. Hayes just in over the line. Drops it back. Kugler fakes the shot. Right circle. Now fires. Shoulder save. Quintos trying to get it out. Held loose in the slot there. Moskal had his stick lifted. Now Atkins trying to get it out. Kugler hustling back. Holds it in right point. Here's Moskal. Right wing circle. Pass across. Quintos knocked it away. And here's Fred Hine. Hine on the back end. Goes off a River Dragon. Hits Atkins in stride. 2-on-2. Atkins goes outside in on Von Clausen. He's still with it. Left wing side. Pass to the high slot. With it. Hoggood a shot. He missed wide. The blocker hit on Karpinski. Moskal moving this one up ahead. Here's a breakaway for C.J. Hayes. Right wing circle. Hayes backhand score! C.J. Hayes, second of the night. 18:20 to go in the third, and it's 2-1. Nick, how about C.J. Hayes? 10-game point streak, 9-game goal streak, and he's got his second tonight.
You got to love that. If you're Danville and you see CJ in an open ice like that, danger zone. You're buzzing the tower. You're getting what you want if you're Columbus.
1:40 into the third period. C.J. Hayes is second. Here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons goal scored by number 25, C. Hayes. Parker Moscow at 140 of the third.
Hayes from Moscow. Moscow picking up the only assist, 140 into the victory land third period. It's 3-1, and that's huge for Columbus after Danville seemed to have a lot of momentum going into the second intermission locker room. Now Columbus has snatched it back.
Hey, I don't want to call it early. 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. Let's see if the boys can do more with it.
Turner with anticipation, but he lost it in the slot. Lirakos to Bondarenko. I think that's San Paulo. Now Bondarenko with it. Penalty coming up here. As Bondarenko shoved into the boards by Murray. And we get a slashing signal. But against who, Nick? Both Danville and Columbus really had that puck on their stick.
It's Columbus here. And
San Paulo.
I'm going to bite my tongue on this one. That one's a little tough.
San Paulo heads off the 2:03 mark of the third period. 2 minutes up on the board. It'll be the 6th Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night for Columbus. And that's kind of a killer for Columbus after you just took the 2-goal lead, had the momentum buzzing. Now you got to go back to kill a penalty. Face off to the left of Karpinski. Tied up and won by Lirakos. Trombley off the short glass, able to send it down the length of the ice.
Yeah, you know what? The boys got to learn not to retaliate. But something like that, that's a new age call. That's not something you're going to see all the time. It's not something the guys of this age group have grown up with. And apparently it's a call.
Right wing side. This one dumped in by Danville. Atkins pushes it into the zone. Trombley takes a check there from Bukal. He's triple teamed directly behind the net of Karpinski. Howie trying to help out. Look out, near side backhand. Save made Karpinski. It's still loose side of the net. Atkins comes to the far side. Couldn't get a pass over in air. That one knocked down by Dimmitt and sent down 200 feet. 40 seconds gone in the Houston Clinic penalty kill.
You're not going to get one like that past Carpy. He's dialed right in right now, and he's ready to rock.
Circle to circle pass, the Danville end. They move it up the far side, Mitch Atkins. Big check by Ellis Schmitz. And Atkins has lost his stick, and he'll head off to the bench. Looking a little off topsy-turvy on that one. Big hit there by Zippy. Right wing side. Grandma's shot just missed wide of the blocker in on Gordichuk. He's looking for back-to-back games with the shorty.
Yeah, you know what? That was a huge hit, and good on the refs of calling it the right way. I know the Danville fans aren't going to like that, but good call.
Kugler dumps this down 200 feet. Gordichuk will slow it up here. Laying it off behind the net. Troy Murray will start up another rush. Check that. That's Sam Turner. My mistake. Howie ahead. Here's Moskal on a breakaway. Moskal left wing circle. Deeks and scores! Backhand beauty to the top right corner. Another shorty for Columbus. 4-1. Give space at your own risk.
Ooh, no, we were talking about CJ. CJ, he'll create his own space. Parker Moscow, he'll create his own space, but when you give him space like that, come on now. You got to expect a big finish. The guy's got it. He's been sniffing it all night. He's ready to rock.
16:28 to go in the third. Here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons short-handed goal scored by number 21, Parker Moscow. Assisted by number 18, Jake Howie at 3:32 the third period.
Jake Howie picks up the only assist. Meanwhile, Danville still in the power play for 8 more seconds. One more rush. Here's Barakov. Fakes the shot. Left circle. Save made. Karpinski holds onto it in the butterfly. 16 minutes to go in the third. 4 seconds left to San Paulo Minor. 4-1 Columbus. If you're keeping score with us at home, 140 into the third. Hayes from Moscow, 3:32 into the third. Moscow shorthanded from Howie. Hey, look at that, Nick. Moscow's got another 3-point night.
Hey, now, that guy's got it going on. He's all about the points. He can play defense, he can play offense. But you know what? At the end of the day, the guy was brought here for some offense.
The thing I wonder is how long can Moscow keep up this pace? Because it is an all-out blitz, if I do say so. I mean, a goal in his debut. Everyone thought, wow, that's really good. All right, I like this guy. We really got some offense. And yet, I think fans had no idea what was to come in the next, 5 or so games he's been since. Out of the box, San Paulo. Here comes right wing side Lirakos. San Paulo on the left wing, dropping it back. Bondarenko, score! Ivan Bondarenko, low blocker, and Columbus is pouring it on. 5-1. Nick, we know this Dragons offense is hot, and we're seeing it in full display right now.
You know what? Dragons offense is hot. That is true. It is the third period. It's 5-1 now, I believe, as they correct the scoreboard. Now it's all about defense. You got to put out there the people that are going to shut it down and take care of it. You got Kugler on defense, and I believe Wyatt Tremblay. You know what? Two guys that can create offense, but understand their job, understand their role, and you got the perfect line to come back, come through the middle, and take care of their own zone.
2 goals, 42 seconds apart, and here's Dana once again. Oh, hold up, no we're not. We got Chase Follis, we got Levi Armstrong at center ice. Follis tries to grab, Armstrong connects with the first. Follis gets a right in, then he goes over the top and knocks down Armstrong. Those two continue to wrestle as the linesman trying to get in the way. Follis wanted to get himself up to continue the fight. Only about 3 or 4 punches thrown. This crowd has not sat down, Nick, as Follis, the captain, goes in there with Armstrong.
You know what? Everybody calls him Cap Serious, but that guy, he'll do anything. He'll score, he'll forecheck, he'll backcheck. He'll hit anything that moves, and look at that, stand right up. Obviously, give him one here to the Dashers and give him a chance to get back in the game, and he won the fight. That's good. You're winning on the scoreboard, you're going to win in the fight. Good for him. Good on both of them, though, dropping the gloves and getting it going.
5-1 Columbus, 15:44 to go here in the third. And now we were going to hear it from Dana Barker on the goal, but then we had the fight. I still think we're going to get the goal first. So let's take this down to Dana Barker.
Okay.
Oh, look out. MJ Graham here, left wing circle, and he got run into the corner there.
He shoots. River Dragons goal scored by number 10, Ivan Bonderico. Assisted by number 12, Yanni Luriakos, and number 27, Tennessee.
Oh, look out. We got even more rough stuff. Karpinski got a snow shower, and it's an all-out melee behind Karpinski's nets. Worth the price of admission, Nick, or what?
Oh, I'll agree. It's worth the price of admission, but you know what? Carby's a tough man. He's got a tough soul.
Kugler's trying to go at it with somebody. Kroup's going over the top. There's 2 Dashers and 2 River Dragons in this linesman scrum. Gullo's being ushered out as him and MJ Graham are tied up.
Look out here. Look out here. This is absolutely a penalty draw. This is absolutely...
Oh, look out here. Trumbley just got someone. That's Brazen. The Danville captain not too happy about it. Kroup being escorted to the box. So too is one of the Dashers. You can see his number lines was covering it up. But that Dasher in particular is high. I think that's Bukal. Cougars heading off to the locker room. Haven't seen a Dasher go down to the room. We had a Dasher down for a moment. I have to wonder if maybe he's in a vulnerable position and didn't want to get involved. And we got a fight. Here's Bukal and Graham. They drop the gloves right at the blue line. Graham connects with the first couple rights. He's still going on Bukal. Loses the lid. Graham trying to wrestle him now. Bukal fires one. They're tied up face to face. Bukal trying to come underneath, and MJ Graham not letting him. Graham connects one right to the side of the head. 2 now 3. Bukal fires back with the right. They go at it. Bukal trying to lift off MJ's dome. Graham connects with another. Bukal finds a left and then a right. Here's Graham, 1 or 2 more jabs. The guys are tiring out. Graham connects with more. Bukal the lift off his helmet. Now they continue the slug. Bukal another right over the top. Graham will connect 1 more underneath. And they're tying up. Bukal 2 more. Linesman waiting to intervene. This has been a long one. A marathon fight by hockey standards. There's Graham with 1 more to the side of the head. Bukal will connect. Graham blocks 1. And now the linesmen get in the way. Listen to this crowd. Nick, you've been a part of some marathon fights. What'd you give that one on a grade of 1 to 10?
Oh man, that is a good fight. And MJ, you know what? Not known for his fights, not known for knowing how to do a long fight like that, but the guy's got it. Look at him. Jabs, overhands, underhands, everything you can hope for. A hook. The guy looks like a veteran fighter. And hey, give it to the Danville player. The guy did great as well. Got the lid off finally. And kudos to both of them. Stick taps all around.
Yeah, they were going at it, mixing up punches, because a lot of times you see guys just go for the one, whether it's the hook or the jab. I mean, they were mixing up. That was boxing on ice almost.
You know what? The home crowd's loving it. Everybody's loving it. Both benches here are up. And all you can hope for as a Dragons fan is that you didn't give too much energy. The boys right there, that's a great job. They stepped in. They were going to protect Carpy either way. 5-1. You want to set the tone for tomorrow night, but you don't want to do it at a point where you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage for tonight.
Well, Nick, we just got the number from Scott Brand. 33-27 here in the building. And I don't think a single one of them is left yet. 5-1 Columbus. Had multiple fights in this period. And we've got a lot to sort out if you're the referees. Because remember, we had that crazy scuffle. All the madness that was happening behind Karpinski's net. It was 5-on-5. Everyone was picking a dance partner. Guys were trying to get everything in there. And then before you knew it, Bukal and Graham dropped the gloves. So there is an unknown dasher right now, because I thought it was Bukal. He went into the box, and then he's there. So apologies for the magic of radio. I used it incorrectly there. So we got 2 dashers in the box. We've got, I think, 3 River Dragons, if you include Preston Kugler heading off to the locker room, though that could be for repairs. We don't know if that's for a penalty.
Now, you just got to hope the Stripes get it right. I would believe that the River Dragons end up short here, and that's not what we want to see. It's a 5-1 game. There's no reason to let them back in here, but the boys are taking care of business. They took care of business on the scoreboard. Now they're going to take care of business if they want to instigate something.
3 goals in this third period, all belonging to Columbus, scored within about 2 minutes and 34 seconds of each other. Hayes is second of the game, then Moskal, and then Ivan Bondarenko. That's at the 1:40, 3:32, and 4:14 mark. So those last 2 goals came 48 seconds apart. That's when we saw the Fallis fight. He went at it with Armstrong. And then we saw everything happen when Karpinski got a little bit of a snow shower. River Dragons obviously don't like that. They love what Karpinski's been doing tonight. 35 saves on 36 shots. I mean, it's been all Columbus right now in this one. But as you mentioned, if Danville comes out of this in the power play, you never know. Something could happen. Things snowball in this league quickly.
Oh, yeah. You know what? The offense is just as crazy as the defense, just as crazy as the game on the ice. The boys are, obviously, the Zebras are figuring it out here. The fans are loving it either way. When you got hometown support like that, anything's possible. Yeah. And I believe they're going to hold on to it.
The fans have got the cell phone flashlights out. Looks closer to a concert in here almost right now.
Oh, if a concert was this good, sell me 2 tickets.
All right, so Tesorero's outside the referee's crease. So is Yanni Lirakos, but he's got a more strategic view, trying to see, because the referees and the off-ice officials, they've got the notebooks out. I mean, never mind just, writing on your hand. They got the full-blown notebooks out, because there's going to be a lot of penalty math out of this. I have to wonder, Nick, because, usually there's a thing where if you have a second fight in a stoppage, it's an automatic game misconduct. We only had the 1 fight, but it came so late in the stoppage, you have to wonder, are they thinking about kicking out Graham and Bukal?
A little bit of that.
I mean, it's just many of the different things, to talk about while they're thinking about what they're doing down there.
I absolutely agree, and you got. Go ahead. Let's hear it for the call.
No, I think Dana Barker's just doing some crowd work. That's all.
All right. Yeah.
Well, we should go to him though. He'd probably tell us before anybody else.
Absolutely, sir.
But he doesn't look like he's ready yet, because the referees are still discussing with Lirakos and Tesorero. So continue on your point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a secondary altercation like that. Now, luckily, with somebody like MJ Graham, it started way early. Now the gloves dropped way late. Oh, let's see. We might have a caller.
No, we're keeping it going with the next song. It's the next song of the concert right now, Nick.
Oh, yeah. You love it. Look at this. The hometown crowd getting after it. Great fan support here tonight in Columbus. Either way, you got to be a little nervous when you got somebody like MJ Graham that is so dynamic and such a transitional player. He can play defense, he can play offense, he can take care of the team one way or another, and obviously willing to drop the gloves. You know what? He can do it all, and you just hope for the best right here if you're a
He's fast.
Dragons
He's
fan.
really fast. And, we talk about C.J. Hayes and all his speed. MJ Graham, for me, is right there with him. And I think a lot of people talk about Hayes, especially being on this goal streak and point streak that he's on, but you can never deny what MJ Graham brings. Yes, he's willing to drop the gloves, but, let's be honest, he's in the bantamweight division at least. You're our heavyweight as far as things go. So, you know, if he drops the gloves, cool. But what he does on the ice, that 200-foot game, getting the legs moving, it's almost irreplaceable. I mean, you lose Graham, you have Hayes, sure, but you love to have two of those in the arsenal.
Absolutely. You want to have both of them in the arsenal. Ideally, you wouldn't want to have Graham in the penalty box, but right now, that bench, I understand that from home you can see them all sitting down, but there is so much energy amongst that bench. Anytime that MJ Graham drops the gloves, you're talking as much energy as a goal. And I understand it's leaving the game, and I understand I'm a dinosaur, but that's something you can't avoid. The guy does it all. You want to take care of him. And no discount to Danville. Somebody stepped up, they took care of it, and they had a good tilt here. So there's energy on both benches.
Crowd singing along to a good old-fashioned Southern classic in Sweet Caroline. That got almost as loud as the fight was. It's an electric atmosphere right now here in the Civic Center. And even though we're on about song 2 or 3 of the playlist, I think we've got the penalties all sorted out. The River Dragons right now have 5 on the ice, but they're in the midst of a line change. We'll see how many they send out. And Ray Tremblay right now is getting an explanation from from the referees at the Danville bench. So not only has the crowd been entertained, but I tell you what, it's going to be a gutty end of the period. We got 5-on-5, but look at those benches, Nick, getting a little light.
Oh, yeah.
We're back underway here as Danville's won the draw. Blue line to blue line pass. We'll sort out those penalties as we can. Shapitzik going to wrestle a man down in front of the Columbus bench. Referee's arms stay down. Just some good old-fashioned hockey. C.J. Hayes, right wing side. He comes in, fires a shot. Pad save there. He was looking for the hat trick. All right, let's hear him.
Armstrong, 5 minutes for fighting at 4:16.
So there's the Paulus Armstrong fight. Now here's everything else.
43 to the third period. For Danville, number 71, Seth Enser, 2 minutes for roughing.
Number 7, Patrick Zylak, 2 minutes for roughing and 10 minutes misconduct. Number 2, Ben Vocal, 5 minutes for fighting. For Columbus, number 8, MJ Graham, 5 minutes for fighting. Number 22, Jay Krupp, 2 minutes for roughing and 10 minutes misconduct. And number 5, Preston Kugler, 2 minutes for roughing, a 10-minute misconduct, and a game misconduct.
So there you go. Kugler is, in fact, thrown out of the game. Danville had a chance, side of the net there on Karpinski. And he will hold on to that one and take a face-off. So 14:45 to go in the third. Let's update everybody. So Graham getting the fight with Bukal, just 5. We had 2 and 10s on each side, and then we've got Kugler, 2-10 and game. He's thrown out. There was an extra 2 on the Danville side to match out and make this 5-on-5. So a couple of guys in the penalty box for near the remainder of the game, and then Kugler done for the night. Narrowing across the crease with that one and high. Nobody home for Danville. Out of the center ice logo. This one dumped in by Fred Hine. Left to the side, stopped up there by Karpinski behind the net. Jake Howe, far side circle. Pass knocked away, but eventually got to Bondarenko. He goes up the far wall. Danville's defense takes it at their own blue line. Kitos dumps it in, near side. Larson has this in the corner. Keeps the cycle going. Howie up the near sideboards. Backhand, trying to flip this one out. Knocked off of a skate of one of the Dashers, and Bondarenko nearly went under a break looking for his second. 14:07 to go in third, 5-1.
You know what the biggest thing here is? The Dragons got to remember, it's not point night. This Danville team is lethal, and they can put something together here.
Here's Bondarenko, right wing circle, cuts it to the middle, waits, and a shoulder save made by Gordachuk. Tesorero pops up into the air, gloves that down, no hand pass. He dumps this one down, stretch pass, misses intended target, and Tremblay wins the race to the hash marks uncontested. 13:44 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus, and the shots are getting even too. It's 36-35 in favor of Danville.
Now, you got to look at it too, the shots. The Dragons have had some pretty quality shots, and so have Danville Dashers. This is no surprise. Danville is a very lethal offensive team.
Face off to the right of Gordachuk. Centers clash. Danville's wing support came in and helped. Tremblay from the red line, moving this ahead. Dimmitt's into the zone at the right point. Dimmitt moving it down to the hash, trying to drop it back. Gullo will take it away. He moves it up ahead. Left wing side. Barakov at the red line, trying to jump it in, and Tremblay will knock down that clearance attempt. Tremblay, circle to circle. Getting it over for Clouston. Now ahead here, C.J. Hayes. Good stick mover on a man. C.J. Hayes into the zone. 2-on-2. Lost the puck. And then he tore down Tesorero at the end of that one, too. Tremblay holds it in. Moskal now trying to hold it in. Left point as it hit off his body, but it leaks out to the neutral zone. Moskal playing it back to his defense. He split everybody, and Columbus will reset. 13 minutes to go in the third.
Yep, here we go. So the boys are setting up here for a classic defensive zone breakout. Here, we're going to keep it super simple. Just get shots on net, get the whistles, and burn the time.
Clauston up ahead for Hayes at the red line. He sends it ahead to Moskal. Moskal trying to drop it back for Hayes, and Hayes took the wrong route. He was on Moskal's right. Moskal wanted him on the left. Danville trying to get this one out at the left point. They can't. Hayes holds it at the center, but he runs out of room and takes it back into the neutral zone for some space. Hayes now takes it back to his own blue line as Columbus is fully touched up and looking to change here. Howe, far circle, up ahead, intercepted by Nair. Hine couldn't go into the zone as it would have been a delayed offside situations. Atkins was hard on the forecheck there. Jake Howie moves this one up into the neutral zone all by himself. Now he'll take it from the red line, dump it in, and went off Bondarenko. That was an accident right there, and Bondarenko looks a little bit stunned off of it. Here's Quintos, good stick move, moves it left wing side, 2-on-3 as he hits the line. Quintos dodges a check from Howie, playing it to the middle, and Shapitzin was able to read that pass. San Paulo laying it off to the far circle. Dimmitt caught an edge right there, but Lirakos is able to get it back. 11:55 to go here in the third. 5-1 Dragons, 3 third period goals early, turning this one into a little bit of a rout. Dimmitt running this one around the boards, right wing circle. San Paulo trying to play it down, and at the corner, Quintos will able to send it out past Lenartson. Icing is on here as Trumbley will win the race to the hash marks. Dashers, tired unit out there right now. 11:39 to go in the third. It's 5-1.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Big thing here in the minor pro vicinity is you got to look at your 10 forwards and you got to look at your bottom 2D. Obviously, Danville's very short-handed. I think they only have 3D on the bench, if I can see correctly, and both are very heavily relying on the 10th forward. 10th forward not used a lot in regular game situations. Let's see who has the better 10th forward and the bottom 2 of the 6D.
Well, in a game situation like this where guys have been thrown out and a lot of stuff has happened, the 10th forward is pretty much a bona fide liner right now. Moving this one up the way. Moskal couldn't reach that one at the red line. Here's Danville Gullum. And back to Hoggood. Now over for Murray. Near side in his own end. Check for Moskal. He'll skate away from that. Now coming far side wing with it. Murray through the middle. 3-on-4 as he hits the line. Trending to the right wing side. Trumbley gets in front of him and takes it away. Trumbley from behind the net. Plays that one to the near side circle. Intercepted by Gullum. Here's the left corner. Barakov with it now. Trying to center it in front. Trumbley knocked it down. Barakov couldn't wrap that one around. Lost the handle. Right point. Sam Turner fires in a stick save. Made there by Karpinski. Near side boards. C.J. Hayes with this one now. Hayes tied up with a man. Lenartson pinches off Barakov, and Trumbley will take it behind his own net. 10:45 to go here in the third. 5-1. Columbus leads at the Civic Center. Trumbley takes his time, skating this one out, far side wing. Now he'll move it to the left wing, dump it in from the right side of red, cross ice, and into the right wing corner. It'll arrive for Hoggood. Columbus, full sail change behind this. Full sail, pretty much everybody on the bench except one or two.
Oh, yeah.
Hoggood, circle to circle in his own end. Troy Murray. Oh, he lost the puck there. Bondarenko got in front, but he couldn't find it in his feet. It goes to the corner. Bondarenko first on it behind the net. He comes out with it right circle. Pass to the middle, knocked away there by Nair. Tied up here, 2-on-2 battle. Check that was Gullo that knocked away that pass. Flipped out by Danville. Shapitzin will race after it and have it top of the circles in his own end. Danville trying to change here. Shapitzin moving it up ice fast, but pass was too far in front of Bondarenko. 9:58 to go in the third. And that horn is not for the media timeout, so we can get a few of our combatants out of the box. Looks like Armstrong and Falks will return onto the ice.
Huge acquisitions for both teams. Obviously, I think the Riverdragons are making out bigger here. Val is a huge leader on offense, defense, but primarily the guys got it locked down on 5-on-5, 4-on-4. It doesn't matter. Let's see how this pans out.
Face-off coming to the right of Karpinski. Lirakos going at it against Hine. Lirakos will win it, but we got horns, and we get more guys coming out. Graham and Bukal's time is up.
Another great setup.
And listen to the ovation for Graham.
Oh.
I mean, they love Fallis. They love their captain, but after that slugfest that lasted, what was that, 45 seconds, 50? That's a full shift that you're going out and trying to fight a man.
Absolutely.
Lirakos will win the second drop. And Shapitzin will have it, far side corner. He sends it down ice. This is icing once again against Columbus. As Quintos, no, they waved that one off.
Bit odd there.
Yeah, I got to say, a little confused by that. We'll play on, though. Quintos, circle to circle. Right wing side, he tries to move it up ahead. That would deflect it into the zone. Clauston will have it at the bottom of the circles. Klauston up ahead. Bondarenko now right wing side to C.J. Hayes. He's going to start up the Jets. C.J. Hayes, he's on hat-trick watch. Bottom of the circles, over to Lirakos. Lirakos from behind the net. He couldn't settle it to get a shot. Tied up with Ensor. Now Bondarenko picks it out of feet. Bondarenko for Lirakos on the cycle. Dodges the check from Mitch Atkins. Lirakos trying to filter it through for Hayes. It's loose side of the net and playing it to the slot. Nobody home in a teal jersey. Back the other way comes Danville through center of ice. Ensor dumping this off. Right wing circle to Hine to the middle. Oh, and Hayes almost put that one into his own net. And we got a high stick call as Hayes knocked it out of the air. I think he kind of had to, though, because it popped up off of his stick and almost looked to be going goalwards. And we got more of a wrestling match. Fred Hine and Yanni Lirakos. Lirakos has got a hold of Hine. Somebody's got a hold of Howie. Linesmen are getting in the way. And I think the referee caught a defenseman coming down. So this is going to be a neutral zone draw coming out of this. 9:01 to go in the third, and this is our media timeout. 5-1 Columbus, media timeout on the Columbus River Dragons radio.
Your vision, our drive. That's our motto at Express Printing, providing printing and copy services for big businesses and small families. We bring big ideas to the world of graphic design and printing. Visit us at 1520 13th Avenue in Columbus or call 706-323-5639. We can also be found online at the letter X, pressprintinganddesign.com. Express Printing, if you can imagine it, we can do it.
Spirits as smooth as the blues. Swamp Fox Distilling Company is now open for tours and tastings 6 days a week. The best damn spirits in the world, right here in Buena Vista, Georgia, only 30 minutes from Columbus. Visit our website to book your tour today, swampfoxdistillingco.com.
Missed the game last weekend? No problem. Catch all the highlights and analysis on all things River Dragons with the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show on WLTZ NBC 38, Thursday afternoons 5 to 5:30. Or catch segment replays on our official YouTube page. Just search Columbus River Dragons and stay up to date with all the content the River Dragons have to offer. Remember, the River Dragons Weekly Recap Show is Thursdays 5 to 5:30 on NBC 38 TV.
Civic Center just dropped the puck. Danville dumps it in right wing side. Lenartson rims this one around. And Graham will get it out near side. Trying to push it ahead for Bondarenko. And getting in front of that is Hobbit. Crowd didn't like the check Graham took at the end of that play, but we play on. Graham gloves this one out of the air, but it's a hand pass as Bondarenko will slap at it. And hand pass. Neutral zone draw in front of the Columbus blue line coming up. 8:39 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus. Nick Wright got flagged down by a fan, as you would expect. Pretty popular guy here in the Columbus, Georgia area. So we'll see if he'll be able to return to us. Just doing a little bit of crowd work. We appreciate you, righty. Center ice drop here. Falls will win it, and he'll lay it back for Lenartson. 8:35 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus. MJ Graham pokes that one to an open right wing. First on it there is Ensor for Danville. Fallis will have it at the red line. He'll go back for Trombley. Trombley, far side boards. MJ Graham at the red line. Will dump it in from the right side. This one rims around. It's Gordachuk with it now. Gordachuk near side circle for Ensor. Up ahead for Turner. He lost it. Bondarenko, high slot with it. Fights through a hook. Bondarenko still with it. Has it behind the net. Thought about wrapping it around and thought better. Right wing corner for MJ Graham. To the middle and nobody home. Tesorero had that one go through a man. Trombley and Fallis ran into each other. Lenartson does a good job covering there as Levi Armstrong was looking for the break. Lenartson couldn't poke that one out through a Danville blockade. Trombley will have it. Far side circle. 7:45 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus. Trombley from behind the net. Waits to start up a rush. Both teams finishing off changes here. Pass to the far blue line. Moskal has it. He's into the zone. Moskal tried to chip it to himself. Left it there. Hayes takes a check from Atkins. Loose, and Danville will collect. Here's Nair moving this one up the way, and Parker Moskal just got slashed down by Troy Murray. Cameron Dimmitt will shove him away. And Moskal checking on his right skate. As a penalty is coming up to Danville. 7:26 to go here in the third. 5-1 Columbus, and they'll head to the Georgia power play for what will be the fifth time tonight. Parker Moskal needed a little help getting up, but he's still able to put some weight on that left foot. He's trying it out, trying to wave it off, and he'll be good. No trainer came onto the ice, so he'll try and start up the power play here. Moskal got a slash to the back of the leg. That one did not feel good for him. He's going to shrug it off, probably just a Charlie horse if anything. And now I think because of the injury, they're going to take Moskal off, and Liarakos will come in and take this draw. So Troy Murray sits in the box, the defenseman from Toronto, Ontario, for 2 minutes. 5-1 Columbus, and the Georgia power play on once again. This one tied up along the near side boards. Klauston holds it in, right point for a moment. C.J. Hayes trying to work it down farther, and we get a hand pass. Hayes gloved that down, another River Dragon touchdown. The Georgia power play is on, as you just heard there from Dana Barker. 7:16 to go here in the third. 1:51 left in the Georgia power play. River Dragons 1 for 4 so far previous. And we'll do a face-off opposite the Danville bench. Liarakos swiped at it, missed it, and Atkins won the draw. This one flipped down the length of the ice by Hawgood. Karpinski stops it up there. He'll go off the wall. Shapitzin lost it off his stick. Atkins has it in the neutral zone. Back for Quinto, circle to circle, dumped down the length of the ice again by Hawgood. 7 minutes to go in the third. River Dragons up by 4 and on the power play for another 90 seconds. Klauston moving this one left wing side to Liarakos, down to the middle of ice for Santa Paulo, into the middle. Bondarenko trying to go back for Santa Paulo. He races after it, right wing corner. Quintos with it there. Right point, held in by Klauston. Left point, over. Shapitzin fires, backdoor. Liarakos scores! What a tip! Yanni Liarakos makes it 6-1. Yanni Liarakos with one of the prettiest tips you are going to see in the FPHL for sure. 6:39 to go in the third, and it's 6-1. Let's get ready to hear it from Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons power play goal scored by number 12, Yanni Liarakos. Assisted by number 2, Alice Shapitzin, and number 24, Vaughn Klauston at 13:21.
Shapitzin and Klauston pick up the helpers on Yanni Liarakos. The power play goal, good for his 9th of the season, and now he's up to 30 points with the River Dragons. This one went across the crease for Danville. 6 minutes to go here in the third. 6-1, Columbus leads. Graham tried to get it out. Shot left point from Quito. Save made Karpinski up into the mesh and out of play. Fans, if you're listening to the game, at the game, tonight's ticket is good for a free Whopper Jr. Your local Columbus area Burger King. Tax still applicable. Offers don't combine. So bring your ticket and a couple of quarters here and there. You get a free Whopper Jr. on the River Dragons. Thanks to Burger King. Have it your way on the River Dragons. Yanni Liarakos from Shapitzin and Klauston. The power play goal. River Dragons are now 2 for 5 on the Georgia power play tonight. And just overall having a good time here with 3,300 plus of their closest friends. Face off to the right of Karpinski. Gullo tries to work it out of a body. Moskal lost it. Now Gullo still with it, left wing corner. Gullo tied up. Howie puts a check onto him. Behind the net it goes, trying to play it to the middle. Hine losing it there. Nair still loose in the crease. Falling over Karpinski there was Nair. This one dumped down the length of the ice by Bondarenko. It'll hit a body. Moskal 2-on-1 with Hayes. Moskal looking across. Hayes scores! There's the hat trick. Throw that hats for the first time, Columbus! Gordachuk is livid. He snaps his stick over his knee, and he's pulled himself out of this game. Now Harley White will enter in. And I think the fans in Columbus are just now realizing that Hayes has a hat trick. 3 or 4 have hit the ice, a couple of stragglers here and there. C.J. Hayes, the first hat trick in Columbus River Dragons history. And he is white hot. Harley White comes into the game in the crease to our right. 5:26 to go in the third, and here is Dana Barker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
He shoots. River Dragons goal, his third of the game, scored by number 25, C.J. Hayes. Assisted by number 21, Parker Moscow at 14:34 of the third period.
Hayes from Moscow. Get used to that. That's going to be a familiar phrase in this second half of the season. Moscow from the red line, waits up at it, over for Klauston, back in his own end. Bondarenko at the red line, lost it off a stick check. Atkins lost it at the right point as he took a check from Klauston. Hayes up ahead, Moscow, what a deker on a man. Right wing circle, couldn't do anything with it there as he lost it along the boards. Now here's Murray, he'll give a check to Moscow behind the play. Referee's letting him go on with it. Hoggett back in his own end, skates this over his own blue line. Up ahead, here's Fred Hine. Hine, left wing circle, fires, Karpinski makes the save. 4:26 left to go here in the third. Dashers have 40 shots, but they've run into a brick wall named Cody Karpinski. 7-1 Columbus. Face-off coming to the right of Karpinski. 4:26 left to go here in the third. 7-1 Columbus. It's a bona fide rout. Linesmen ordering the back wings to their hash. Graham v. Gullo. Gullo will win it. Left wing circle. Armstrong couldn't skate it to the middle. Held in center point. Now left point. Quintos a shot. Deflected in a pad save made by Karpinski. Lenardson with the puck there. Fallis tried to run at Quintos, and Quintos stood him up with a big counter check. Right wing circle, shot from Hine, up into the mesh, and out of play. Now Fallis going to tie up here with Quintos, and here we go. Fallis and Quintos. Ensor going to come in against Fallis. He ties him up. They're in a wrestling match, and they'll tackle each other down at the blue line. I don't think this is going to count as a fight, but Ensor came in there after Fallis wanted a piece of Quintos after that hit. 4:10 to go in the third, and referee says that's an early shower for both of you. So the Columbus captain will skate off to some great applause. Seth Ensor will get the Bronx cheer himself. A lot of waving in the crowd over in the right corner of our vantage point. 4:10 to go here in the third. Ensor's done for the night. Fallis is done for the night. Kugler been done for the night for a while. We still got guys in the box in the 2 and 10s. Jay Krupp, and I do believe Jesse Nair. Now the crowd realizing Fallis has to go off, but I mean, 4:10 left to go in the third, even if it's a 5-minute fight, and that's it. He's done for the night. So can't really complain too much there. So looks like we'll just get 5 for fighting on each side as the referees conference has ended quickly. And we'll be 5-on-5 out of this. 7-1 Columbus. This third period's been all River Dragons. 5 third period goals. C.J. Hayes, Parker Moscow, Ivan Bondarenko, Yanni Lirakos, and C.J. Hayes again. He's got the first hat trick in Columbus River Dragons history. Armstrong, near side circle, lost it, played off a stick. Gullo a shot, pad, save, Karpinski. 5 for fighting and a game misconduct. Let's check that.
For Columbus number 14, Chase Fallis, 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct at 15.
So 5 for fighting and a game misconduct, which really all that means is if somehow Danville were to come back and tie this, they would not be out 50 seconds into the overtime, which I mean is fair. Oh, and a shot and a goal. Tyler Quintos from the left point through a screen. Cody Karpinski makes it 7-2, and as I said, in case they were to come back, you never know. 3:59 to go in the third, 7-2. Tyler Quintos, the Richmond Hill, Ontario native, his 6th goal of the season. He's got a multi-point game now. He assisted on Danville's first goal that came from A.J. Tesorero. And in terms of dashers having good nights, they're few and far between, but I guess you could say Quintos might be the only one. Howie, circle-to-circle pass in his own end, up ahead for Cloughton. He'll chip that one into the neutral zone. Troy Murray, he goes circle-to-circle back, trying to send this one into the neutral zone. He does. MJ Graham. Graham lost it there. And Hawgood plays it back his own blue line for Murray. Murray dodges a check from Graham. Near side circle. He'll skate this one up ahead. Losing his balance. Now Murray just coughed up the puck to Dimmitt. Dimmitt, left wing side at the circles, trying to go across to Graham. Dimmitt still with it in the slot. Stick lifted there by Jesse Nair. Nair pushes away the stick of Lirakos, and we got a wrestling match back in the other end. Troy Murray and Cameron Dimmitt going at it. They were on the ice. Now they've picked themselves back up. Dimmitt fires a right in. Murray just trying to hold him down over top. He'll wrestle Dimmitt down. And I got to tell you, Danville was on something of a rush right there, and Troy Murray had had enough of Cameron Dimmitt. So the benches continue to get thinner. Vaughn Clouston having words for Murray on his way off towards his tunnel. Same with Lirakos. He's right there with them. Logan Hawgood trying to keep the peace. 3:18 to go in the third. 7-1. Columbus leads. And while, yes, they are Western Division rivals, they haven't played each other too much. But I guess you don't need too much between these two teams to get a rivalry brewing. So those two will head off to their respective dressing rooms. Done for the night. 3:18 to go in the third. Benches continue to thin. Now Howie is being ordered off the ice. So Howie will head off for an early shower as well. And Columbus, by my count, down to 11 skaters, one of which is in the box. Jay Krupp had a 2 and 10 from before. Patrick Zillak was his counterpart that had the 2 and 10. So those two guys can't come out for another minute or so. So Columbus is down to 10. And by my count, looks like Danville's down to 11. And remember, Danville's also pulled their netminder, or I should say he pulled himself. Jesse Gordichuk snapped the goalie stick over his knee, and he was done with the day after C.J. Hayes got the hat trick on him, whether Ray Tremblay wanted it or not. So 3:18 to go here in the third. More penalties to sort out, 7-1. The 2-minute minor's gone up against Howie's. This is likely a 2 and a 10 with Howie's night being done with 3:18 to go in the third. So Bondarenko will go across to serve that. And my goodness, it has been a very rough and tumble game, to say the least. The River Dragons will put out 4 for the penalty kill. They've got 2 in the box, and they've got 4 skaters and Jared Rutledge on the bench. The coach and training staff are starting to outnumber the players left. Or excuse me, 5. I miscounted. Parker Moskal is not a part of this PK unit, I guess. 3:18 to go in the third. 7-1 Columbus. Face off to the right of Karpinski. Hine will win this one. Quintos, D to D. Brosnan a shot, blocked in front. Hine left circle, back for Brosnan. Top of the right circle. What a block there, Lirakos. Left point save made Karpinski. Tyler Quintos looking for his second. And now more rough stuff in the slot. Clouston pushing and shoving at Atkins. Linesman quickly getting in the way of that. Oh boy. 3:07 to go here in the third. The penalty sheet is going to be a mile long at the end of the night. Zilak and Krupp allowed to leave the box. There'll be some much needed ammo for each of these two teams, especially on the Columbus side. Jay Krupp just being a body that can skate right now. 3:07 to go here in the third. 7-2 Columbus. Face off won by the River Dragons. Clouston rims it around, and Shapitzin will have it on the far side wall. He'll dump this one down. Remember, the River Dragons are on the Houston Clinic penalty kill, so that's not icing. So far tonight, 4 for 5. They kill off this one. They can raise their penalty kill number just by a little bit. Right wing circle. Atkins with it behind the net. Playing it to the high slot. Brosnan fires and scores. That one went through Karpinski between the glove and the pad. 2:43 to go in the third, and Danville's got the last 2 in this one. It's now 7-3. And we get a whistle and a 10-minute misconduct. Somebody's gone. Trying to see Vaughn Clouston. So he's done for the night. So another River Dragon heads off. So the crowd a little bit stunned here. And as the Dashers have gotten the last two. So the crowd quietly stunned. It's 7-3. And it'll be Moskal against Zilak on this draw. 2:43 left to go in the third, and Danville's got a little bit of momentum. Trumbley off the short glass, out to the neutral zone. Tesorero getting this one ahead. Look out, left wing side. Here's Nair with this one. Lenartson going to check him off into the corner. Nair still with it at the circle to the middle. Tesorero right it off the post. Beat Karpinski, but couldn't beat the iron. Bondarenko off the wall. C.J. Hayes has it at the red line. Hayes already has a hat trick in this game. You didn't think he would need more, but right now 7-3. Danville's pushing. White sticks this one away and a long dump it. Brazen, far side circle. Nair knocks this one down with a high stick. He plays it, and that'll draw a whistle. 2:07 left to go here in the third. 7-3. Columbus leads. Danville's goal, as that will go Barakoff. So I guess Barakoff got a tip in front on that one. Brazen and Atkins. That's what we've been told up here. So Barakoff, I guess, got a tip in front on that on Karpinski. If it is Barakoff's, it is his 7th of the year, the Kinky Russia native. Columbus wins the neutral zone draw. We're back underway as we've hit the 2-minute warning here in the third. Wyatt Trumbley, near side circle in his own end, waits this one out. Trumbley still waiting for a rush to develop. I tell you, he's pretty happy to kill off some time here as the River Dragons are down a lot on the bench right now, as many players have been kicked out of this game with 10 minutes or game misconducts as we devolve into something chaotic here in the end of the third. Icing call here against the River Dragons as MJ Graham couldn't get on the end of a long geometry pass off the wall. So Danville will put this one to Karpinski's right. 1:33 to go in the third. Harley White is still in his net. It's a 4-goal game. But again, Danville has the last two, so they have some sort of momentum, which has put an eerie quiet over this River Dragons crowd that was so loud just literal minutes ago. Lirakos will flip this one out to center. At the blue line, it's collected by Danville. Quintos has it on a D-to-D pass, sending it ahead, knocked away by Trumbley at his own blue line. And Shapitzin will give it a wave, play it ahead, near sideboards. Graham lost it. Here's Quintos into the zone. Quintos trying to drop it back for Hine, couldn't get it in over the line. MJ Graham from the red line dumps this one in. 70 seconds left to go in regulation. White stops it behind the net, tees it up, and a long stretch pass connects with Hine, rubbing shoulders with Lenartson. Lenartson will take him out of that play. Shapitzin setting this one up. Shapitzin now to Graham, and a pass is behind Krupp. Krupp rushing in. 1 minute left to go here in the third as the crowd rises to its feet. And a holding the stick call coming up here against Danville. Fred Hine will sit in the box. 2 minutes for holding the stick. 50.2 to go in the third. And the Dragons, worst case scenario, end this game on a power play. Face off to the left of White. Moskal v. Atkins on this one. Now Moskal's going to trade places with Lirakos. He'll take the draw. Lirakos wins it. Center point Trumbley. Left circle Santa Paulo. Waiting for it. Lirakos, left wing corner. At the hash marks, trying to go across. Santa Paulo found it, fires, and he rang the outside of the bar. Loose on the high glass. Santa Paulo backdoor, and a chip shot there as it was blocked by Hawgood. Lirakos, bottom of the right wing circle. Patiently waits, and he moves it to the right point. Now center point to Lenartson, just able to hold it in. Firing a shot, deflected by Moskal, wide of White. Moskal gets taken out of the play. Lirakos to the middle, backdoor Santa Paulo, and he couldn't get anything on that one. Dumped down the length of the ice by Armstrong. 15 seconds left to go in the third. Karpinski slows it up. Thought about going for a long pass. Lenartson pokes it away from him. 10 seconds to go in the third. And Lenartson will show Danville some mercy. Play it back behind the net for Lirakos. And Lirakos, oh, nice little move behind the net. That'll do it. This game is over. 7-3. Columbus picks up a huge win. And they're now on a 5-game winning streak as they defeat the Dashers. Michelob Ultra post-game show along with the 3 stars of the game coming up. Danville heads off to the ice. Jesse Gordachuk's got a new stick to take off with him. And that will be the end of that. The Michelob Ultra post-game show comes up. But first, let's hear this crowd support as the River Dragons, what's left of them, get ready to salute the fans. Well, there you go. Michelob Ultra postgame show coming up next on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Radio Network. Radio Network.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Kate.
And we're not just literal taste buds. We're best buds. And we love Pepsi.
Sure, we live inside your mouth.
But that doesn't mean we don't enjoy the finer things.
Pepsi incoming!
Amazing.
That's what I was thinking.
It's like we share the same mouth, Kate.
Forever and ever, Nate.
Make your taste buds happy and pick up a delicious, refreshing Pepsi.
Whether you need service and repair or 24/7 roadside assistance, your peace of mind comes from the assurance that you're working with a team of professionals at Interstate National Truck and Trailer, dedicated to providing the best possible service with over 30 years of experience in servicing and repairing transportation vehicles. Give them a call at 404-629-6275 in Georgia or 334-298-2500 in Alabama. Getting you back on the road is the #1 priority at Interstate National Truck and Trailer.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code. Lesson 42. This is how you say happy hour. It's happy hour. Let's go get some Bud Lights. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tired of that same old company outing? How about sprucing it up with your Columbus River Dragons? Or want to make your child's next birthday a truly memorable one? Bring your group to a Columbus River Dragons game. Groups of 15 or more receive bulk pricing starting at just $12 a person with packages that will keep you and your whole group happy and entertained. For information on getting your business, organization, or party to our games, give the River Dragons a call at 706-507-4625 or get details at rdragons.com.
It's time for the Michelob Ultra postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by B&B Beverage Company, fine providers of Bud Light and Michelob Ultra, Cypress Partners, Express Printing, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, and B&B Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
Diego Wilson down at ice level, lighting up the crowd, saying they were electric tonight. I'd go a step further. They were over the top. They were nuts. It was so much fun here at the Civic Center. Even though 2 late Danville goals took the wind out of the sails a little bit, that third period had just about everything. It was 2-1 going into the third period in favor of Columbus. 5 straight Columbus goals. C.J. Hayes, Parker Moskal, Ivan Bondarenko, Yanni Lirakos, and C.J. Hayes again. Hayes had a hat trick. That's why he gets the first star of the game tonight. Then Danville was able to get some back after the Columbus numbers started to thin out a little bit because, well, let's be honest, there were a lot of fights. There were a lot of 10 minutes, a lot of game misconducts. There weren't many people left on the bench when the final horn rang. But Columbus obviously had enough with the lead and the players. Danville's goals came from Tyler Quintos and unofficially Artem Efimov Barakov, 17-17 mark of the second. I had a question about that because I thought Brazen's shot had went in on Karpinski clean, but I guess they say it took a tip in front. And so with that, Barakov picked up the goal. Brazen picked up the assist. 45-38, Danville outshoots Columbus in this one, but Cody Karpinski and his 42 saves, just something to behold. Like 45, 50 seconds, maybe even a minute. I have to go back and look at it. It was just insane. And MJ Graham with that picked up star number 2. And CJ Hayes, as we mentioned, star number 1 with the first ever hat trick in Columbus River Dragons history. By my book up here, I think we might have missed one or two just because of how the penalties went. But River Dragons will finish 2 for 6 on the Georgia power play tonight. Still a very good 33%. Continues to raise that number as they try and poke into the top half of the FPHL. And on the penalty kill, 5 for 6. And it was by my book. There might have been a power play. One of those two might have been a power play goal late to ruin that. I'm not entirely sure. Again, apologize. There was a lot going on trying to keep up with it. Either way, a good special teams night overall for Columbus as they pick up 2 power play goals, and they do that for the second time in their last 3 games. 7-3 Columbus, the Michelob Ultra postgame show rolls on with a look around the FPHL. It comes up next on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Hey y'all! Ever wonder what it's like to eat like a real New Yorker? Stop in for carved New York strip steak and butterfly shrimp at Golden Corral. Get all you want of our juicy hand-carved New York strip steak and crispy jumbo butterfly shrimp. So good, you won't be able to forget about it. Carved New York strip and jumbo shrimp, available at dinner every weekend for a limited time. Only at Golden Corral. The only one for everyone.
Carved New York strip and butterfly shrimp available Friday and Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m.
Discover power in the palm of your hand with the MyDPI mobile app, a secure and convenient way to report, manage, and pay your diverse power bills 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With instant access to account information, real-time outage reporting, and the ability to schedule alerts and reminders at your fingertips, managing your home's energy usage has never been easier. Available for Apple and Android devices. Diverse power, the powerful difference.
Stay up to date on all things River Dragons with the Swamp Box Distilling Co. Coaches Show, only on 92.1 FM and 1420 AM WRCG. Game recaps, coach and player interviews, and much more are waiting every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Don't forget to follow the River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when we're taking the show on the road to an establishment near you. That's the Swamp Box Distilling Co. Coaches Show every Tuesday, 6 to 7 on WRCG.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center on the Michelob Ultra postgame show after the River Dragons come up with a big 3 points against the Danville Dashers, 7-3 on the back of 5 third-period goals. A C.J. Hayes hat trick, good for first-star honors, and 42 saves for Cody Karpinski. Don't discount the night he had just because a couple of late goals. Karpinski with a shutout on Saturday, and then a very good effort here on Friday. And to be honest with you, if those last 2 don't go in, you talk about a 44 save on 45 shot night, I mean, his numbers would be sparkling. But it is what it is, and Karpinski still did very well tonight. Be very interested to see what's going to happen on Saturday. Do they ride the hot hand with Karpinski, or does Rutledge get a chance to come back in there as he's been the usual workhorse for Columbus this season? Of course, those are questions for tomorrow. We're still going to wrap up tonight's post-game show with a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites Northeast, the official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. We've got finals in New York, both upstate and western, in Western New York and Delaware, but the Watertown Wolves do win on the road. They defeat the Delaware Thunder by a score of 3-2. Vladimir Port's goal, 102 into the third, goes down as the game winner. The Port Huron Prowlers defeat the Elmira Enforcers. A gutty effort from Port Huron, a good back-and-forth game played at First Arena. And our feed into the Federal Hockey League has wound down. There we go. In a shootout, no less. 3-3 heading into overtime. Dalton J. and then Cameron Yarwood tied up the game with about 4 minutes and 20 looks like left to go in the third there. So it was 3-3, nothing in overtime. And then the shootout, Vartiainen and Jurich both scored. And then it took all the way to the 4th round, and Vartiainen win again. Now that's interesting. And I wonder if Elmira will file some sort of protest, even though Jurich also win again. It's supposed to be a 5-man shootout and then you repeat, not a 3-man shootout and you repeat. I don't know if there was a special need for that. I'll be honest with you, I'm very confused on that. Also, one thing I might be a little confused on is Elmira played a clean game. Not a single penalty called on the enforcers in this one, and yet the Prowlers come away with 2 out of the 3 points. Big-time gutty effort by Port Huron in this one. 7-3, River Dragons beat the Dashers. Just went final over in Carolina. Thunderbirds 4, Icebreakers 1. And Joe Osaka scored. Mark Essery made it 3-1, but then Joe Osaka again made 4-1 and gave the game its final. And we had some ugly stuff in this one. We had a face mask major in game misconduct. We had Kenny, a fight, and a spear. We just had all sorts of craziness in this one in Carolina against Menor. By the way, Frankie McClendon got to play against his former team, didn't get the start, but got 35 saves on 37 shots and 54 minutes of work. He won't pick up the loss, and he's probably earned the right to start tomorrow's game, as it's a 3-3 set those teams are playing. Over in Danbury, we're not yet final, but we might as well can put a fork in it. It's done. 2:20 left to go in the third period. Danbury 5 and Battle Creek nothing. 2 goals apiece from Carter Shinkarok and Corey Anderson, and then Carter Shinkarok finished off his hat trick late in the second period. It's Around the FPHL, brought to you by Candlewood Suites East, official hotel partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Quickly, the Southern Hockey scoreboard. We start in the SPHL. Fayetteville and Evansville were having themselves a game, and it finished very high scoring. Fayetteville 7, Evansville 5. That one's a final over at the Crown Coliseum. Huntsville 4, Roanoke nothing. 5 minutes to go in the third there. Havoc looked like they're going to cruise to 2 points. Knoxville up 3-2 on Quad City. 8:15 to go in the third there. Late stages in Peoria, about 6 minutes to go. Macon 1, Peoria 1, and 15 minutes to go in the third in the Panhandle of Florida. Birmingham 2, Pensacola 2. Over in the ECHL, at last check, Gladiators were up 2-1 on the road against the Toledo Walleye. Unfortunately, they fall, but they do take a point out of it in a shootout. Josh Kestner and then Troy Loggins gets the credit for the shootout goal. Kestner tied it up in the third period for the Walleye. 3-2, Toledo wins, but Atlanta does take a much-needed point out of Northwest Ohio. And then in the NHL level, we've got no games because it's the All-Star weekend. Good luck to all the Southern Hockey scoreboard All-Stars that we follow as they get ready for the 3-on-3 tournament that starts up tomorrow night. That's the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take one more break. When we come back, Michelob Ultra postgame show concludes with a look ahead to Saturday night on the Columbus River Dragons radio.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com. In a country hungry for unity, the $5 cheeseburger and fries from TGI Fridays is here. So let's come together for America's favorite meal and become one nation under cheeseburger. Our tasty signature cheeseburger and fries for $5, all day, all night for a limited time at TGI Fridays. Your local TGI Fridays is at 3116 Adams Farm Drive, just off Whittlesey Boulevard in Columbus. Open until midnight or later, 7 days a week.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeadsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Wiping out on the ice much? Let's get those skates sharp, and what better place to do it than at the Dragon's Den Pro Shop in the Columbus Ice Rink. Friendly staff are waiting to assist you with your ice skating needs, whether it's hockey, figure skating, or public skating. Not a skater? That's okay. Swing on by and check out some of the River Dragons souvenirs stocked in our store, 400 4th Street, next to the Civic Center.
I don't want to live for nothing, just want to be something.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, one final time. The Michelob Ultra postgame show for this Friday night. River Dragons 7, Dashers 3. Your final. Columbus now on a 5-game winning streak. They snapped the Dashers' 6-game winning streak. And when you look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard, Cottlebin obviously made their own breaks, defeating Danville. That's 3 points dropped by Dashers. but because Port Huron had to go to a shootout against Elmira, they dropped 1 point there. So Columbus gaining a little bit of ground ever so slowly, trying to work themselves back into that 2-3 conversation and maybe talk about some home ice advantage as we are now 1 game deep into the second half. This is going to be the playoff push. And I tell you what, Columbus, they are starting the second half on a hot streak. I mean, they ended the first half on a hot streak. The offense has been flowing. I mean, 5 and 6 goals has all of a sudden become the norm, as you see here in a 7-3 win. So Columbus offense, white hot. The defense doing very well. Karpinski, very good tonight in the net. And again, the thing that I wonder about, is it Karpinski or is it Rutledge for tomorrow? A lot of times you see them split as Rutledge has been the workhorse. I don't think you want to give Rutledge a full weekend off per se, but can you go away from Karpinski with how good he's been? The shutout on Saturday, 42 save effort here on Friday. Those last 2 goals, yeah, a little bit late on them. Those were unfortunate. Those will hurt the save percentage a little bit, but I'll be honest with you, the numbers are up. They're back to where they want to be, and Cody Karpinski is working out really well right now for the River Dragons, and you can really sort of act him as like the third netminder that the River Dragons have needed because, remember, the season started with Rutledge and Pashovitz, Ryland Pashovitz, a big hat tip to him, or stick taps, whatever you might do, as he was named SPHL Player of the Week for a 3-0 record and a 1.5 GAA over the week with the Peoria Rivermen. So good for Pash, good for Karpinski, good for Rutledge, good times for everybody as the Columbus River Dragons went 7-3 and are now on a 5-game winning streak. Our big thanks to Karpinski. Even though he didn't score a goal, he got third-star honors. I won't count that in the goal streak, but we'll put the goal streak on pause, and we'll see who we can get for Saturday's game. I want to say maybe C.J. Hayes. We've used C.J. Hayes before in this streak, so we'll see if we can't mix it up. You'll have to find out in the Burger King pregame show tomorrow at 5:35 to see who we go with. Big thanks to Karpinski. Big thanks, Stephen Pierce, Chris McGuire, and Elizabeth Baez, who were running everything else here, top the social media, the camera, the graphics, the YouTube, everything else that goes in to making an FPHL game night so special. And a big thanks to all of you listening in and making us part of your Friday night. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 5:35 Burger King pregame show. 6:05 is the puck drop as the River Dragons and the Danville Dashers get themselves ready to close out this 2-game series. If anything like Friday night was, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons. We'll see you then. One more time, your final score. Columbus 7, Danville 3 on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Michelob Ultra post-game show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by B&B Beverage Company, Michelob Ultra, Cypress Partners, Express Printing, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, and P&B Broadcasting. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and P&B Broadcasting. Any reproduction, retransmission, or up-distribution of the description or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of the Columbus River Dragons and P&B Broadcasting. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons Hockey Club.
The new R&B, 92.1.